What the fuck is going on with my camera right now? Hold on, boys and girls. Hold on. Hold on. Before we get into any craziness tonight, before we get into the absolute best goon session you've ever seen in your life, we need to fix the camera, okay? This is serious. Now, you might not think it's serious. You might think that, wow, King Jiffy's being cringe again. No, you're cringe, and I don't give a fuck what you have to say about me and my sexy, manly body. What? What do you want me to do with the door? Do you want me to break it? I don't want to put it up my butt. I think that fixes the camera. Oh, yeah, dude. Now we're cooking with tamale oil. My little goobity cock machine. Clap, 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 clap. My dahlia bird. And in case you guys are wondering, you're pondering, and pondering, why am I not playing games again tonight? Well, one, it's late. It's like nighttime or something. It's one of those close to the darkest times of the day type of times. I got off work and I was like, you know, I'm gonna react. The stupid. I hate. Does anybody else like hate when you see the mic like fucking wiggle waggling off of somebody's headset? It drives me absolutely crazy. I mean, now I'm looking at myself, dude. I'm looking at myself. I'm gooning. I'm gooning hard. Oh damn it, dude! I did the thing. There's this thing when you're. I know this is just a disaster. This is a disaster. I'll get it to where everything's running good here smoothly. There we go. Now we're cooking. I can sit here. I can sit over here. I can lean in. I can sort of move. I don't know. I think I need to pull it out just a tad bit. I don't know what happened. My settings were locked and then they weren't locked. They were like good and then they were terrible. I don't know what happened to my camera, but for some reason, unbeknownst to King Jiffy Coats, something happened and made him all sorts of funky wonky. Something made him all sorts of terrible. I don't know what happened. All right, we're getting into this. We are going to watch a few videos tonight. The first one being, and the one that is the title of this stream. First thing we're going to get into, one of my favorite creators and YouTubers of all time, actually, is shoe0nhead. I don't know what happened. This is a disaster stream, dude. My literally, what am I, fucking leafy? One of my leafies here? Pokimane is a bitch. No, I'm not leafy as here. I'm, leafy as queer, actually. I'm leafy as queer. Anyways, I wanted to get into something a little interesting tonight, right? I wanted to do something different, not really different, what I do every night, but I wanted to talk about one of my absolute favorite YouTubers of all time. I like shoe0nhead a lot. shoe0nhead is one of the best, if not the best in the political space. I've always found her incredibly engaging. I found her incredibly interesting. I think it's hard for me to say that she is not one of the most interesting YouTubers. And yeah, dude, I don't know. She's great. But anyways, we're going to watch Blame the Voters responding to Democrats' criticism. Now, I think it's mad cringe. How crazy things have gotten in the regard of how the left has acted, you know? And it's like this attacking people, and I mean, the right does it too. We can look at the Brett Cooper situation. But it's funny whenever somebody like slightly disagrees in their own side, right? It's like you can't have a difference of opinion. I have seen it firsthand when I've had like opinions. I mean, I'm not like fully left wing. I'm not fully right wing. I'm just a dude that does things. I'm just a guy that enjoys his time on the internet. And I see it all the time where I went to criticize Hassan one time on a stream, and dear God, those gooners come after me. But that's fine. I really don't want Hassan fans to like me as much as they want to hate me because of the fact that they support somebody who supports terrorism, and I'm not cool with that. But we are going to get into shoe0nhead's breakdown of people attacking her, and I want to see what it's like. I want to see them cannibalize each other a little bit.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the shoe0nhead channel. I am your host, shoe0nhead. You may know me on Reddit as generic far-right Fox News bigot. Or perhaps you know me as Commie Mommy. You people need help. Anyway, my last few videos about the election got a lot of attention, as well as brought a lot of new people to the channel. So everyone say hello to the new people. Please welcome the new people. Please be polite to them. Educate them on what to expect here. Just don't tell them about the contraption. But not all the attention I got from my election videos.
The contraption is a giant dildo that she straps to both thighs that just continuously just flaps into her pussy, right? Just gets flapped into her pussy. I want to get featured, dude. If shoe0nhead slam blams my asshole over her, I'll be happy, dude. I'll be happy. I like a little bit of a dommy mommy sometimes. Sometimes I like to be dominant. You never know. Just give me one of those, dude. I'm a fat guy that does things. But yeah, that's contraption. It's a thing that straps to her legs and just plows her vagina. I have one, but it's for my butthole.
Good attention. So I've decided today I am going to respond to those critics. I figured it's been a while since I actually responded to a response that I've gotten on YouTube. It's very old school, very 2012 YouTube. All I need is a rant sona and I'm set. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to respond to criticism rationally and calmly.
If a man really hated ads...
This is why ads, dude. I actually don't have ads. But I want to see people melt down. Here's the thing. I love chaos. Every time there's an election, I love to watch... I love to watch, like, the meltdowns on both sides, dude. I love watching it so fucking much. It's one of my favorite things about, like, politics, console wars, all of it. Is just watching spurg out at each other. It makes my fucking dick hard, dude. Nothing will make me, like, want to slap a clit harder than just watching people fight about bullshit. Bullshit that doesn't really matter. Oh, it's great. It's so fucking good.
I will be reacting to people's reactions of two different videos of mine, America is in Shambles and Downfall of the Democrats. If you haven't seen those videos, I will put them down in the description so you have more context. I highly suggest you watch them before you watch this video. Pause this video, go watch them.
If you haven't seen them, dude, watch them when you're not watching my stream. They're good. They're pretty solid. People like them sometimes, and like she's a pretty famous person, so people watch her videos and stuff.
Don't worry, I will be right here. I've been here for 10 years. Will I be doing this in 10 more years? Will I be a 43-year-old e-girl? I guess we'll wait and see. Now, a lot has happened since my last video. It's been like, what, 2 months? That's like 10 years in internet time. There's so much going on in the news, it's honestly hard to keep up. Oh, that reminds me. I have an app for that. Let's quickly get into—
Shut the fuck up, you and your app, dude. Let's get past this app, dude. Let's get past this app where why is she wearing a blonde wig? Hold on.
20th wedding anniversary, see the photos. And this left-leaning headline frames the same story like this. President Trump's anniversary shout-out to Melania is loaded with red flags. This feature is so much fun. I am obsessed with it. I have been using Ground News since
it's
ground.news/shoe or clicking the link down below.
There you go. Did you see the thing? If you wanted the thing, you can get the fucking thing. Go get the thing. It's an ad placement. You gotta watch it. I don't want to watch it, but you can go watch it. I don't know. The ads, I know I'm gonna put them in my videos one day. It's gonna be a fucking thing. I'm gonna cut in. I'm gonna be like, and this brings, it's like, oh yeah, dude, I like the way this hits my taint. You know what else helps with taint? ExpressVPN. I'm gonna be doing shit like that one day. It's gonna be a big deal. Everybody's gonna cry and come over it. And then when people react to me reacting to somebody else or react to my YouTube videos, they're like, dude, your ad placement, and it's gonna be like a fucking Inception level like grind grift or something. I don't know, like not really a grift, but grind meant. Any hair you see on her head is a wig. She's got some kind of hair scalp. I didn't know that. What? Dude, are we getting some fucking shoe0nhead lore right here? I didn't know that wasn't a real hair. I always thought that she just fucking rocked with that style. huh, shoe0nhead's bald. I don't know how factually that is, but I'm going to take it as 100% fact, and she's going to be like, she's just the bald queen.
Thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you for not skipping the ad, as always. And now, let's get back to the video. So, what has happened since my last video? Well, Biden is gone, he is out of office, he has somehow completed a 4-year term, which means—
By the way, chat, somebody in chat right now has the name Judgmental Dread. I fucking love that, by the way. I know if you're watching this later when I re-upload it or whatever, you're like, yeah, who cares about your chat? I fucking care. Come watch my streams. Come on me. I mean, stream watch, don't, anyway. So, the name Judgmental Dread is super good. Judge Dredd is one of my favorite fucking IPs. I fucking love Judge Dredd. I know this has nothing to do with this, but it's fucking sick, dude. That's fucking sick. That's a great name. Great name. I'm glad you got it before somebody else did.
Means, that's right, Dave Rubin has to retire.
If Joe Biden completes a 4-year term, actually completes a 4-year term, I will retire.
It also means, once again, Trump has been inaugurated. And this time, all our favorite characters were there. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos' wife's tits, Mark Zuckerberg. Frankly, it's disgusting seeing billionaires so—
Dude, that's one of the most human things Mark Zuckerberg's ever did. For years, people have been calling him a lizard person, and as soon as some nice tits pop up his way, he's like, yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Let's sucky. Let's sucky. Dude, it was a great moment. You're welcome for complimenting your name. It made me bricked up, honestly, dude. I came like 6 times by the time your first chat landed and by this last one landed. But yeah, dude, Zuckerberg wanted to suck on some mommy milkers. He's Captain Zucky, so what are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
so openly and brazenly support our government officials. They should be doing it behind the scenes like they've been doing for decades. Ladies and gentlemen, the elites have officially bent the knee. And it seems with the popular vote came the sudden and long overdue death of woke capitalism. Rest in piss. Although I never did get to try those gay Oreos.
The Goryos! We lost the Goryos! Somebody call the White House. President Trump needs to bring back the Goryo. Bring back the Goryo so that I can taste the rainbow. Which really means that I'm gonna fucking eat one of them, dude. Become a woman. Matt Walsh is gonna ask me what that means. And I'm like, I don't fucking know, Matt Walsh, but I had a penis and then it wasn't there. I ate a Goryo and shit happened. Shit got wacky and wild. You never know when you're eating those Goryos whether it's gonna taste like cum or your genitals are gonna change. It's a fucking coin flip. Two-Face in the bitch. Ben Shapiro Batman.
I don't know what you got till it's gone. The inauguration was a beautiful celebration for Republicans, full of joy and whimsy.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I know I keep pausing this and it's probably annoying, but have you gotten vibes from Donald Trump's son? Like, I think he seems pretty, like, badass, but not in the way you might think. I think he's badass. He reminds me of the Terminator, the one that's, like, turns into mushmosh. The one that can be like alloy and all like goopy fucking hemorrhoids or whatever, from Terminator 2. He reminds me of that actor. He does, and he looks like, I know he looks exactly like a younger version of his father, only taller. But there's like, when he's like doing the thing and he's like waving, I'm like, bro, you're a Terminator, dog, which is kind of cool, but kind of weird. I gotta keep an eye on you, dude. I don't know if you're gonna turn into a metallic dildo and try to get my ass. Nobody gets my ass. I'm telling you right now, metallic dildo, Donald Trump's son. You're not getting it, buddy.
And a complete humiliation ritual for the Democrats. Bye, Joe. Thanks for all the fucking nothing. Your legacy will be having dementia, aiding a genocide, and handing the country over to Donald Trump on a silver platter. Executive order after executive order, pardon after pardon, Trump got to work enacting his mandate on day one. But even as all this is happening, Trump seems to be on this bizarre side quest to conquer Canada and Greenland. But if we're gonna annex Canada and make it great again, can we at least get their healthcare without the wait times or the assisted side? Can't there just be a normal healthcare system that doesn't put you in debt or offer to kill you if you are in debt? Speaking of healthcare, an Italian-American Tucker Carlson fan from New York murdered a healthcare CEO. And it wasn't me. His name is Luigi Mangione, and he's currently the most thirsted after man in the world. Mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Ugh, women are so cooked, dude. Why can't they just be normal and make fan cams of the Unabomber like me? Now, I don't condone.
Bro, also the Unabomber was like wild. Like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, the Unabomber was against like all this stuff that I'm against. They're like, yeah, go the Unabomber. And then you read the Unabomber stuff and he was like wildly fucking racist. He was just like, I hate everybody. He was like reading a Lovecraft novel, dude. He was reading the manifesto of the Unabomber.
Murder. That's it. I don't condone murder. Murder is bad. But honestly, I don't even know what killing a healthcare CEO even does. It's a job position. The job position will be filled again. The goal should be get rid of the job position altogether. But it's really depressing that it took this for a conversation about the absolute scam that is the American health insurance system to go mainstream. Lord knows I've been shouting about it for long enough. But
Wait, hold on.
If you want to get your name...
Fuck off, dude. There was something I needed to read back there. I needed to read what her sign said. Hold on. Hold on. I accidentally skipped way into the video. There goes my hero, right here. Hold on.
Position altogether. But it's
I'm
really
terrible. I'm
depressing that it
awful.
took
I'm the
this
worst.
for a conversation about the absolute scam that is the American health insurance system to go mainstream. Lord knows I've been...
Alright. Girl 7 sells lemonade to pay for brain surgery. This should never happen in the richest country on earth. Yeah, that's true. Valid. But I'm kind of curious what that one says. Pass New York Health, Medicare for all. Okay.
been shouting about it for long enough. But you know who doesn't need healthcare anymore? Jimmy Carter. Because he's dead.
Bro's dead. Took L's in chat, dude. He is no longer respawning in Call of Duty. Bro cannot wake up anymore. He took the biggest L in the world. Has no more boners. No more morning wood. Because he's old and dead. Not old. He's dead. He's gone. He will not be clocking in. He is clocked out.
Died at the ripe age of 100. And I know what you're thinking. Vaxxed? But at his funeral, we all saw this. He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! He's Hitler! Oh, hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I seem to recall this man scolding the black community for voting for a racist, sexist, fascist. And here he is, chatting it up with that very racist, sexist, fascist.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's a great clip, dude. He probably was like, have you seen Melania's pussy? It's pretty good pussy. How's Michelle doing? Why isn't she here? And Obama's like, I'm fucking Jennifer Aniston. He's like, yeah, I heard you're fucking Jennifer Aniston. Very nice pussy. It's not as good as Melania's, but pretty nice. Yeah, dude, yeah, Jennifer's pretty nice, dude. That was a conversation.
Just, gee, it's almost like they don't fucking believe it. Like, the Biden administration literally just named an aircraft after George W. Bush. George W. Bush. The literally Hitler from 20 years ago. In 20 years, we're going to have like a Navy fleet named after Trump. It's all fake. It's all big fake gay club and we're not in it. At the end of the day, these people would rather see the country burn to the ground than actually help the citizens in it. Literally.
Breaking now at 11, 16 people confirmed dead in the California wildfires. New fears the massive fires will only continue to grow.
There's no water coming out of the
Dude,
fire.
I fucking saw part of the Theo Vaughn podcast the other day, and it was like Cat Williams was on it. Joe Rogan. He was like, I feel bad for anybody who couldn't evacuate from the fire. All those women from 300 pound, my 600 pound life, they didn't evacuate. They evacuated the bed. They shit themselves.
Right.
What do you mean you ran out of water? You're California! You're next to the goddamn Pacific Ocean, for fuck's sake! It was getting so bad, people were using almond milk to
Bro, call Destiny. We need to get the fucking Soylent. We need the Soylent to put out the fires in California. Call fucking Destiny, dude. Destiny will get the Soylent. We need it. Otherwise, we're going to lose all of our posters of Obama.
the fire. California moment. Thousands of people have lost their homes, lives were destroyed, but thankfully the Biden administration sent $20 billion to rebuild California. That's amazing. Just kidding, that was for Israel. But thankfully Trump has frozen foreign aid for 90 days. Except for Israel. How are the Democrats doing since losing to Trump? Are they taking a step back and reevaluating their tactics?
There is something I want to say about Israel. If I'm going to be real for a second, drop my titties on the beat. I think we're contracted to protect Israel. There's something about us being like under contract and like with military spending where we have something that's like a give and take relationship. I don't really know how it works. I remember reading something about us being fucking under a contract, and I think if it was up to me, dude, I wouldn't put any funding of any kind to anywhere. I'd be like, we have problems here. Did you see what happened with the hurricane? Did you see what happened with the fire? We should have the money. Fuck Ukraine and Israel and everything else going on in the world. We gotta fix the U.S. But who am I? Who am I? I'm just a fucking guy, dude. I'm like, wow, dude, it would be nice if we spent money on our fucking citizens. But whatever. I'm just a fucking little weirdo. I'm a weirdo that makes shit jokes on the internet. Fart noise.
And their platform? Are they looking for a real populist candidate to put up for 2028? What is their plan?
Oh no, dude. Who would fucking run Kamala Harris? Why did they? I don't know why they fucking ran her the first time, dude. It was so dumb, dude. Who the fuck? Kamala Harris is one of the worst candidates of all time, dude. I smoked weed once. I'm a stupid bitch. What's your ideal economic policy? Have you ever had ice cream? It's like, what the fuck, dude? No, dude, get somebody who doesn't suck. How about somebody that, like, find a woman that people would want to vote for? That's been the Democrats' big problem for trying to get a woman in office. They're like, who's the most insufferable bitch we can find? Let's be real. Let's find the most cackling, annoying bitch ever. Then they're like, Hillary. She's a bitch. Nobody likes her. She sucks. And then she loses. They're like, dude, fucking are they fucking sexist pigs? And then they're like, they put in the worst, most annoying second choice, or secondary attempt at a woman president, and it's the most annoying bitch again, bro. It's like they go into a store and they find the bitch yelling at the manager, and they're like, that's who we want for president, dude. The bitch who, like, beats the fuck out of somebody for fries at McDonald's and gets a felony, that's who we want as fucking woman president. It's like, nobody wants that, bro. You're cooked. That's why you lost. You ran fucking Kamala Clown Lips Harris. I don't know if she has clown lips. I just thought that was a cool name, and I just thought it was funny. I don't know. It's probably going to be called racist or something. I don't know. I'm talking about her vagina. I hope everybody understands that I'm talking about her deep, fucking, probably angry vagina with, like, mounding lips. I'm just digging myself into a further hole. Let's play the video.
Oh, god damn it. So let's get into these responses I got to my videos, shall we? Okay, I searched shoe0nhead reaction, and I'm scrolling through these videos, and it's like, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl, anime boy, anime girl, anime girl, anime girl. I feel like I'm scrolling through the porn history of the average shoe0nhead fan. Oh, by the way, I will link the videos I react to in the description down below, so you can watch the full videos.
The Israel lobby, APAIC, greases a lot of politicians' palms. Also learned that there's a disturbing number of high-ranking politicians with dual U.S.-Israel citizenship. Well, I mean, like, having dual citizenship doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it's just like, oh, dude, you, like, a lot of them, like, if they're Jewish and they go back to the motherland or whatever and they're in politics and then they get citizenship there, that doesn't bother me, dude. It's like, oh, dude, you have, like, it's like somebody who was, like, Muslim and had, like, dual citizenship to, like, a Muslim country that, like, they identified with or whatever. I'm not gonna hate on them for that. That one's kind of, a weird one. I think we should, well, dual citizenship is fine. I do think it's a little weird, just supporting anything that goes on. Like, it's like, why are we funding wars? I just do not care about wars. And I get it, dude. I get the understanding. It's like, oh, Israel kind of has it bad because everybody wants them dead. And, like, hearing what people say about in these other countries about the people in Israel, that's not pretty cool. Mad hate on the Jews. Like, they really don't like the Jews. And, like, it's like going on and watching anybody on Twitch, bro. And mad at the Jews. Real mad at the Jews all the time. But at the same time, I can feel bad for what's going on over there and not want to be a part of it. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair place to be. And, I mean, somebody's going to be telling me, like, oh, no, we shouldn't support them. We should support the other side. And it's like, or hear me out. We let them figure their shit out, and we fix the places that are fucked up in the U.S. Just saying. That's fucking wild. Oh my god. I'm coming in with wild shit, but yeah, it is a little weird how there is a lot of connections with Israel, and I get that we've been a strong ally with them, and it's like Japan. If Japan gets in conflict conflict. If Japan gets in conflict, we are literally their military, because we said they couldn't have a military, so we're kind of Japan's only military. So we would have to like come to bat for Japan, and it sucks that we kind of did the same thing with Israel when they were early on. We said we would be there for them. We won't get you, big dog. When we just kind of like wrapped our mouth around it, and then said, we will take care of you, big dog, and we shouldn't have done that. I don't know. It's like I have no problem with selling them weapons. Like, here's something that's fucked up. I think the U.S. should just sell to whatever. Just like, if you want to buy shit from us, buy shit. We'll fucking sell you shit. It's a transaction. Whatever you do is done. I mean, the weapons don't hurt people unless the people hurt people. So that's my view on like guns and stuff. Big Second Amendment guy right here. I love the Second Amendment. Big fan. And like, I can't, like, I don't like when people die. That's for sure. I think it's big bad. And but like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
The full criticism if you want to. But if you do go to any of these people's channels, please be normal in the comments. We are all just people who have different opinions at the end of the day. If you have the urge to call them like a libtard soy boy cuck in the comments, write instead, "You are a fine, distinguished gentleman. Have a wonderful afternoon." See? It's not that hard to control our anger.
This is a 17.5-minute video from a rich white person talking about how both parties are the exact same.
You're a rich white person! What the fuck are you talking about, Destiny? You literally like position women for sex and then like leak their nudes. So, and if you're like, well, he didn't leak the nudes, he definitely sent them to other people. So he was, if he was the water spout and it was going from person to person, there's a water spout going person to person. Destiny punched a hole through the water spout and sent it out to other people. He was the beginning of the leak.
What a fine, distinguished gentleman. I hope he has a wonderful afternoon.
Who is her main audience? It's going to be all conservative types. Every single one. Every single one of these centrist people, their audiences are always conservatives. 100% of the time. Every single time.
See, and this is the problem. This is why I call Destiny far left, is because anybody who looks at a centrist, right? If you're over here like looking at me and you're like, wow, dude, he's fucking far right, or he's a right-wing guy, it's like, no, I'm not, dude. I'm pretty centrist, to be honest with you. No, you're fucking right-wing. And this is the problem. Anybody who thinks like this is the problem. Like, if you're a fucking conservative guy and you're sitting over here, everybody who's centrist is a left wing. You have such a radical ideology that you don't understand normal people. You don't understand fucking normal people that think this shit is all clown show. That we're looking at just complete chaos and AIDS getting sprayed down on top of us. It's just people spreading their asshole and shitting AIDS down us like machine guns. They're like, AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. And we're just sitting there, no, I don't want AIDS. And we have no control over it, dude. But that's him. That's him.
Centrist type people. Okay, alright. Destiny has said that Kamala Harris is to the left of him on economics. Kamala Harris. That technically puts Destiny to the right of me on econ. Destiny has opinions that fall to the left and right of where I'm standing. I have opinions that fall to the left and right of where Destiny is standing. So, who is the centrist here? Or is centrism when you're a YouTuber who makes fun of both sides? And yeah, sure, sorry lefties and liberals and Democrats in my audience, you don't exist. You're all Republicans now. Take your complimentary Trump hat and liberal tears mug. Also, as a left-wing YouTuber, shouldn't having right-wingers in your audience kind of like be the goal? Who are you making content for if not? Do you just want to preach to a choir? If you want to watch someone who agrees with you 100%.
Well, this is the difference, dude. It's this idea that all conservatives are bad. Anybody who has slightly conservative ideologies, they're the villain. They're the bad guy. And if you come out and you're like, oh, well, you're this, Destiny does not like you. He would be happy if you died. If you were like, oh, I'm curious, I've never seen like a rally with Trump, and you go and then somebody tries to kill Trump, which you shouldn't do. Don't try to assassinate political figures, because that's fucking weird. What type of weirdo fucking thing is that to do? I don't know, but you accidentally get shot, Destiny will then support you. I'll be like real happy about it happening. The best part about that whole thing too is Destiny has been calling hypocrisy on that type of shit forever. He's like, oh, don't you do whataboutisms. As soon as he gets called on the Trump thing, he does whataboutisms. The bro's cooked in his old debate bro world. He's lost, and especially with his new drama. But Destiny is cooked in the fact that Use the AIDS thing from now and just make it your YouTube short. Yeah, I'll probably. But Destiny just is a fucking clown, and he is stuck at being a clown now. He has no way to jump up vertically because he's too toxic of an individual for one, which is fine. You could be a toxic individual. Look at me, dude. I'm a little fucking goblin. I crawl into little buttholes and I punch them in the uterus. How does that make sense? No one fucking knows. But I'm like a little goblin. I'm toxic as fuck sometimes, but whatever, dude. It happens, and you can climb up that way. But he always kind of fancied himself as like a political. He's even said, if you want to win politically, hire me as your campaign manager. And I'm like, that would be a fucking career suicide, buddy. You're like putting Alex Jones on your fucking panel. It's like, look who's my main bro. Look right here. And it's Alex Jones. I will eat your leftist ass's corn on the. I'll eat you. It's like, well, why the fuck would I put you on my panel, Destiny? You're a fucking wild person. I don't know. He's cooked himself politically. Oh, I'm dying of herpes.
Just talk to a fucking mirror. I don't understand this criticism. I like that there are people with diverse opinions in my audience. It's so freeing. I'm not audience captured. I could say I want to bring back Ronald Reagan from the dead so I can kill him with my bare hands, and the right-wingers in my audience would just be like, haha, she's so funny. It's nice we can listen to alternative viewpoints. I can fix her. Frankly, I know for a fact a lot of left-wing channels would kill for the audience demographic I have. Are you kidding me? How do we reach young men on the right? How do we get young men to listen to us? Skill issue.
It's hard.
Yeah, dude, here's the thing. What makes, yeah, shoe0nhead is left wing. shoe0nhead is on the left. I know. The shoe0nhead versus the left is kind of like cannibalizing each other, and it's... Anyways, shoe0nhead, I know she's on the left, and she's fucking who she is. But I like the reason like shoe0nhead has a diverse audience is a lot of people, if they're just, and I disagree with a lot of things shoe0nhead believes politically. But the funny thing about shoe0nhead and what makes her appealing, unlike people like Destiny, Hassan, Bosch, Nick Fuentes, Alex Jones can be entertaining always, dude. I'd watch Alex Jones fucking... I don't even watch Alex Jones, but every time I see a clip of Alex Jones, I'm just fucking locked in because the dude's fucking wildly funny without trying to be funny. Anyways, but most of these guys, they're only gonna attract this certain audience, but like shoe0nhead is funny. She's got that going for her. She's entertaining. So even if you disagree with her points politically, you can still find her entertaining because it comes off as just somebody you fucking know. Some chill person that you can have a conversation with. And if you had you got in like a heated debate, it would still be an entertaining heated debate. Destiny, on the other hand, is that guy that's like, no, and then just like belittles you and just starts telling you you're a fucking idiot and how you're wrong, and then like tries to pretend that he's too intellectual for you, which is what a lot of these guys on the left do. It's this weird superiority complex. I'm actually smarter than you because, and it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. All you're doing is making me hate you more. Destiny though can have entertaining moments. Recent drama and shit aside, I do think that he can be funny. It's just, that's kind of their mentality, is I'm better than you.
Hard for me to know, bro. I honestly can't tell with a lot of these people. I wish I could just get them in a room and get them like shit-faced and we could just like have a conversation where it's like, do you understand, like, you know that like all your fans are conservative, right? You know that like everything you do is conservative, right? Can you tell that? Are you aware of that?
Okay, first of all, getting drunk with Destiny and having him all up in my face like, you know you're a conservative, right? You know your audience is conservative, right? Sounds like a nightmare. I think I would throw up and cry. This is all especially funny coming from someone like him, who's also constantly called a centrist and a right-winger and a Nazi because he has opinions that fall outside of the left-wing internet bubble. Like, I have seen people say these exact criticisms of Destiny, that his audience is full of incels and right-wingers. You know, Destiny, at the end of the day, we're not so different, you and I. People
like Tim Pool I know are intentionally lying, 100%. But for somebody like this, like all of the other centrist types that get swept up in the middle that end up just being like mass conservative propagandists, I'm not sure.
What? I'm sorry. Mass conservative propaganda? I am so tired of defending myself like this, though. Frankly, I've seen what makes someone a progressive to these people, so I don't really mind when they call me conservative. I'll take it, Destiny. Conservative, centrist, whatever.
Someone did die. One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. It's one thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. The guy didn't have any power. He wasn't a politician. He was just a dude. I don't like...
He wasn't just a dude. He was a guy that was posting a ton of inflammatory shit on his social media, who was at a rally for one of the most inflammatory candidates of all time, but...
A dude wasn't...
So he deserved to fucking die, Destiny? He deserved to die. Oh, dude, dude, did you see that Trump post he made? Oh, did you see that right-wing shit he made? Yeah, you definitely deserve that bullet, bro. Yeah, dude, he deserved that bullet. Yeah, no, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? This is the problem. And then if you try to get Destiny, he's like, well, what about Nancy Pelosi's husband? And it's like, that's whataboutism, you stupid fucking clown. Go back to sucking Nick Fuentes' dick.
Just a dude and deserved to die because he posted inflammatory shit online? My brother in Christ, you do that. I do that. We all do that. All right, I'm done with this one. I'm done. I don't know what I expected. I honestly expected better. I did not expect this. Hopefully the next person is more sane. So let's go. Let's go.
How do you expect? I don't understand why people would expect anything different from Destiny, though. See, that's the response I expect from Destiny. And I go really up top. I go really, really crazy and loud and so crazy sometimes. And you think I really care about a lot of this shit, but really I'm just having fun. But here's the thing about Destiny. I always expect the unhinged response from Destiny. And the fact that Destiny still, in his mind, thinks that he is actually could be relevant in any political space other than his weird incel left-wing fucking goblin mode. Like anybody who believes that they're not cancelable like Destiny will never have any relevance that they think that they should have, because they will peak. It's just like Alex Jones. He kind of peaked and then he just exists. He's just kind of the weird fucking right-wing guy that espouses loud angry shit. Destiny's gonna be the weird fucking left-wing guy that espouses weird angry shit. I think both Alex Jones and Destiny have bounced left and right on some of their viewpoints, but their core principles have always been the same. And that's why I always compare Destiny to like Alex Jones. And I think when people like compare Hassan to Alex Jones, I think they have a misunderstanding of who Alex Jones is. But when the real comparison for somebody like Hassan is fucking Nick Fuentes. Hassan and Nick Fuentes are the same person. They are the exact same dude. They're fucking, what's wrong with this dude's face? I don't know. His hair, the blonde in his hair and his giant forehead. I have a giant forehead. It's a big issue. It plagues most men of our age range. Once you hit about 30, your hairline starts to fall back. Actually, I've always had a big forehead. It's been kind of an issue. When I try to cover it up, I end up looking like a fat Beatles singer or some shit. But yeah, I went on a tangent there. I got really mad. But yeah, I think Hassan should be compared to Nick Fuentes, and Voss should be compared to somebody who orbits Nick Fuentes, just like how he used to orbit everybody.
This is called America is in Shambles. I'm excited to see what this is.
Build Back Better? Agenda 47? Let me introduce you to the Shoe New Deal. Bring back the red Pizza Hut cups.
What is this video? Is this are we just gonna be like, America's in shambles and we're just gonna, haha, I'm a shit poster, I don't care because nothing affects me? Right, like it's just like disaffected memes or something. This is what we're doing.
Dude, I love the seriousness. I know she was gonna say something, but I love the seriousness of some of these political guys. Like, what is this? What is it? Is it just gonna be this? Oh, look, dude, I'm actually doing commentary because I'm a real serious guy. Dude, where's the fucking entertainment? Why do people watch people like this? Where's the fun? Where's the fun? Where can we just laugh at shit again? Why can't you just have a little fun with shit? Why are you being the snarky little fucking, I'm better than this liberal guy? Oh, this is, important shit while I'm sitting in my room, with a sleeping bag behind me.
I love how he's so confused about the concept of an opening skit. I don't understand. Where's the 500 paragraphs of text? I've been very busy, as some of you know now, and as some of you guessed. I have recently had a baby, and as it turns
out,
that takes up a lot of your time. And
ugh.
Wait, why did he go, ugh? Why?
Dude, he's like, a fucking baby? Gross. Babies are disgusting. The only thing babies should do is work in the coal mines or be in Epstein's Island. Bad joke. Backtracking. Yeah, the dude seems cringe as fuck. Well, who the fuck? When you have a baby, bro, your time gets sucked the fuck out. You got no time. It's like, I have a baby now. Sometimes I fucking sit here with her on stream while she slaps the cram on and makes like screeching noises, which is honestly one of my favorite things to do. And you will never see me say no when my wife will come out of the room, which you won't see my wife, but when she comes out and she looks at me and she's holding a baby, I'm taking that fucking baby. And even if it disturbs the stream a little bit, y'all can fucking suck it because it's my baby. More important than all of you. Love you all. I hope you subscribe. I hope you comment and shit. But my baby takes precedent over all of this shit. I love her to death. And any of these people are like, ugh, you kids, ugh. It's like, dude, yeah, you don't have kids. That was your personal choice. Grow the fuck up. Other people have different priorities. You fucking bitch. You have a weird wiener, and no one likes it.
Where did he go? Oh, nearly 40-year-old man. Come on, Jake. Tick-tock. Time to settle down and have some children. Those sperms are drying up.
Oh yeah, he's winning. I shit.
Oh yeah, he's winning.
Dude, did you see how angry he got? Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh, dude, this is great!
Oh, now, and as some of you guessed, I have recently had a shoe new deal. Bring back... Guessed?
Hold on,
Are we just gonna be like, America's in shambles, and we're just gonna, haha, I'm a shit poster, I don't care because nothing affects me? Right, like it's just like disaffected memes or something? This is what we're doing?
I love how he's so confused about the concept of
this
an
is
opening
fucking great.
skit.
This is
I don't
what we need.
understand. Where's the 500 paragraphs of text?
I've been very busy, as some of you know now, and as some of you guessed, I have recently had a baby. And as it turns
Whoa!
out, that takes up a lot of your time. And it...
Ugh.
Wait, why did he go ugh? Why did he go ugh? Nearly 40-year-old man. Come on, Jake. Tick-tock. Time to settle down and have some children. Those sperms are drying up.
Oh yeah, he's winning. I shit.
I like how he's chewing his fucking fingers off. Bro's just sitting in his little goblin den, chewing his fucking fingers off, and then watch this reaction, dude. It's so good. You gotta zone in on this fucking dude's face.
Oh yeah, he's winning. Cope?
Bullet just
Cope? Cope? Bro says cope. Bro says fucking cope, and then it happens, dude. It fucking happens. Bro was so mad, dude. So mad. You can tell why he's like chewing his fucking thumbnails to the edges of his universe. He's like, I love me some thumbnail breakfast while I'm streaming. I'd rather him pick his nose and eat it than chew on his thumbnails. And it's not that I know people chew on their thumbnails or whatever. It's just like you're streaming, bro. Try to get those habits not to be on the forefront or whatever. Maybe not be a fucking disgusting slob. Burp or something. I would prefer a burp than you just sitting there just gnawing your own fingers like a cannibal, you fucking weirdo.
Raised his ear because he turned at the last second to look at some immigration chart. Being racist literally saved his life. There's a lesson in that.
There's a lesson in being racist. Cool, dude. Like, she lampshades that's just a joke. Wink, wink. And then, like, the dumbass f***ing Zoomer Coomer that's in her comments down here does not think she's joking. Thinks she's dog whistling, which she is, and is totally like, yeah, I love being racist. Being racist is good and makes me survive bullets or some shit now.
Oh no, I'm going to influence vulnerable Zoomers into believing racism makes them bulletproof. What are you saying, bro? The dog whistles.
What the fuck is this guy on, dude? I hate anybody who can't take any joke. If you can't hear a joke and then be like, it's like, laugh at it. It's like, oh, racism's never funny. It can be funny sometimes. Almost anything can be funny sometimes, and I'm a firm believer of that. That's the comedian in me. That's what I like. Getting up on a stage can be fucking scary. Doing this shit can be like, oh, well, my joke land. It's you fucking go for the joke. Don't be a bitch. Like, don't be a dick about it either. Think about what you're saying. Craft the joke. Make sure you think it'll land, and then hit. And then if you have criticism of it, be like, all right, I got criticism. But like, just fucking being a little, well, do you think about the implications of what your joke can have on the actual society right now, dude? Because I don't think you do. Wait, I gotta do the camera the same way, dude. I do the camera the same way. Do you think of the actual implications of what can be happening right now? I don't like having my full face in camera, and I want you to see the ceiling of my house. Why? Why don't you just do your camera like normal? Why are you a fucking weirdo?
The dog whistles. Call a fucking joke. There's no dog whistle. There's no mask. It's a joke. It's a joke about racism, yes!
Somehow knew that roof would be unguarded, laid down and aimed a rifle at the former president without being noticed. This was insane incompetence, or they let it happen.
Oh my god, and now she's doing conspiracy theories? She watches Fox News now all the time. You could see it.
I'm leaning more towards the former because if you look at our bridges and airplanes, America is in shambles.
First of all, why the fuck would I watch Fox News? Tucker Carlson isn't on there anymore. Also,
but where are we gonna find the Zen Daddy? He's not on Fox News anymore. Zen Daddy has left. We need to go find him somewhere else. I just coined that. You can suck my wiener. I don't actually watch Tucker Carlson, but I know he likes Zen because, like, I know somebody flew a Zen can into him one time. I saw it on a short, and that probably happened. I don't fucking know. Well, fuck you. Go scramble eggs on your taint.
I love how he paused before I finished my sentence, said a thing he thought epically owned me, then unpaused, and I continued and said the opposite of what he thought I would say. His fanfiction of me that believes in Fox News conspiracies turned out not to be real. The man is out here fighting ghosts. He's fighting his schizophrenic thoughts. He took too much cough syrup and I appeared in the corner of his room talking about Fox News.
People were laughing about how some of the cops protecting Trump were women, and like, come on now, that's sexist. They were making these awful memes like this.
So, and then you just do the sexist joke. You're not sexist, but I don't care. You know what you're doing, dude.
Yes, yes.
What a miserable fucking life. Dude, fucking Humpty Dumpty over here does not know what a joke is. Humpty Dumpty is so mad that anybody has a sense of humor because he sits in his little goblin den and jerks off to hentai, probably, maybe. I don't know, allegedly.
I do know what I am doing. I am making jokes. I am making jokes about sexism and racism. Yes. Again, no mask. No dog whistles. I am blatantly just saying these things.
White women for...
I don't know, that seemed like a major dog whistle to me, dude. My ears are ringing. I'm coming. It's dog whistle. I always know it's a dog whistle because I come immediately. It makes it really awkward to sit in, like, city council meetings because I just soak my entire jeans and then they harden, so I have to walk with those fucking straight leg thing. Like, my legs are all fucking straight, stiffed out, like they've been amputated or some shit.
Harris meeting raised millions, broke Zoom.
Yep.
Oh, but when I want to have a whites-only meeting, I'm called a racist.
Wow, cool, dude. That's a really sick fucking KKK joke you have there.
This guy isn't even debunking anything. He's just like, you made a joke. Okay? And you are in the wrong neighborhood. That doesn't work here. We have fun here, sir.
Boyfriend writes her scripts, that joke confirms it, dude. It's so bad.
A woman making a joke? I bet her boyfriend wrote that. What?
Dude. Yes, stupid women. All you can do is make sandwiches. You can only make sandwiches. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a gender bender loser. Wait, what is it called? A gender traitor or something? You're a gender Nazi. Everything's Nazism. She made a career off of shitting off of her, a career of shifting her political position to which side is the most profitable. But people like her, they're cute. Here, make her their cute strawman to point a finger at and use for content. I've always thought she's funny. I've always just thought she shit on people and she was funny. So I didn't watch her because she was like political. I watch her because I find her humor enjoyable. I don't care about the political takes at the end of the day. I don't care if you think, oh, well, she's not right-wing enough, she's not left-wing enough. Her shit makes me laugh. I find her entertaining, and I don't think you need to do more as a YouTuber. We're YouTubers. We're fucking internet people at the end of the day. We are here to just fucking slap our own titties, like stroke our beard, make sure that all of the fucking anal juice is off of them before we turn on the camera. We get on, we make jokes, we have fun. That's all that matters. All you people that think that they're changing the world and doing all this other shit, you are talking to a percentage of the population, and you are a fucking entertainer. You're an entertainer. You're here to tell people stuff, and then people like the stuff. That's it. I mean, like, yeah, I get that you can get good political commentary or whatever, but at least be entertaining. And if somebody doesn't want to be, like, shoe0nhead has never wanted to be the person that's making actual change. She makes her jokes. You get a little bit of her opinion, which she's always been very pro fucking medical for everyone. What is that called? Medical socialism? Medical free medical things on your but the free fucking dental AIDS. Fuck. Well, yeah, so she was good at that. She's always been like that. She's always been a real big brony bro. She likes bronies, so no, Bernie bro. Like, I was a Ron Paul guy. That was me. So, like, I feel a lot of sympathy with with the Bernie people. I've always, like, kind of liked the Bernie people because I felt like they understood my pain because I was a Ron Paul guy. And I was like, everybody fucking everybody tried to gangbang Ron Paul's asshole every time he showed up. They were like, he fucking sucks. And I'm like, but he's the only one who makes sense. And they're like, nah, he fucking sucks. And I feel like the same people feel about Bernie the same way I used to feel about Ron Paul.
Ow! Sexist much? Dog whistle? Also, kind of a random tangent, but, like, I've gotten this actually unironically in, like, innocent ways. Like, who writes your stuff? Give props to your editor. I write my own stuff. I edit my own stuff. I've been doing it for 10 years. I still use iMovie to edit. I do have an assistant who helps me get sponsorships and edits the sponsor segments. But if I could hire anyone to do anything, it would be to be the person in front of the camera. That is my least favorite part. I love writing, I love editing. I hate this. Maybe I'll just pull a Daily Wire one day and do a little switcheroo and replace myself with someone else. I'll just tell Moist Critical to shave his beard. None of you will know the difference. Basically, if I could be a VTuber, I would. And I'd give myself pink hair and big anime titties.
Yeah. You know that I would still watch, dude. Her jokes would still land, dude, and I'd be like, look at them anime titties. Look at them. Don't hide your eyes from the anime titties. Stuck on the anime titties or something. I don't know. I don't know what they do with anime titties.
Alright, moving on.
One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. But there were people, like, mocking this, which is insane to me. Like, it's one thing to make fun.
Well, he was a racist, so he caught a bullet for no fucking reason at a hit, like a, Trump rally, right? It's like being upset the Nazi got hit at a Nazi rally, right?
Oh my god, they're all justifying it!
A innocent Trump supporter that died.
He's not innocent, actually. He went to a Trump rally, supported Donald Trump publicly.
Am I going insane? I'm crashing out, bro. I'm crashing out.
If you were a better person, you wouldn't be at a Trump rally.
Dude, what the fuck is this mindset, dude? What the fuck is this kind of mindset? I'm gonna be real for 2 seconds. If you don't like somebody on your political opponents, right? It's your big evil guy. Over there is the big evil guy you don't believe in. It's still at the end of the day where it's like they just have different beliefs than you. It doesn't make them this fucking tyrannous monster that you think they are. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, dude, so he was there, so he just deserved to die. No, that's not how it works. It's like if somebody would have tried to like shoot at Biden, right? And some innocent dude fucking dies, I would be like, that sucks, dude. But if somebody on the right was like, yeah, he deserved it, dude. He was a Biden supporter. And all of them are commies. And a commie dying is a good commie. The only good commie is a dead commie. If they said that, bro. If this is past where we're talking memes and shit, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi, the only good commie is a dead commie. This is past memes and stuff to real life. And you're taking your little incel bullshit and you're going out in real life and then just saying that people that you disagree with should die. You know what that is? Fascism, bro. You're a fascist, dog. If you want your political adversaries dead and you want your opinion to be the only ruling force in society, that is fascism, dog. You're a fucking fascist. Look at you fighting against fascism by using fascism. You're a fucking clown.
Rally, you feel me? So, yeah.
If you were a better person, like me, a person who thinks people who disagree with me should be shot and killed, then this wouldn't have happened. Unreal! Okay, on to the last response to this particular video. Let's hope this guy is a little better.
Welcome to America is in Shambles by shoe0nhead. So shoe0nhead is a person that exists. If you don't know who shoe0nhead is, she basically postures herself as a centrist.
I literally call myself a left-wing What? Also, I didn't know.
Dude, yeah, she never says she's a left or right wing. She's never said it. She's never said she was centrist. But I mean, the idea that everybody thinks she's centrist and that she's like left wing, but she has a centrist audience because people find her entertaining from both sides. And she's not far left like how the left is now. Like, the left has moved so fucking far over there, like, especially with the internet left. Like, what you see on the internet, this internet idea of what the left is. And the right does the same thing. The right can be way the fuck over there, too. Most people don't listen to all this fucking chronically online bullshit. But you have the audacity to not line up with their weird psycho wherever they're at now, the fucking way out in the boonies, Hassan land. It's like, oh, well, it doesn't agree with me, so she's a centrist pretending to be right-wing when she's like, all I want is free healthcare and like, it's like, oh yeah, dude, that's really a right-wing policy, dude. Yeah, every fucking right-wing candidate is like, we need free healthcare. Always, dude. That's something that the right really likes.
Oh, they made a Vosh too. Who is this guy? Alec Gunter, shoe0nhead's brain-dead election analysis.
She used to be buddies with some of the left-leaning people, used to be in favor of Bernie Sanders, but kind of went full populist.
Bernie is a populist, so this makes no sense. Oh, she used to like Bernie, but now she's more of a populist. What? Are we just equating populism with right-wing now? Is that what's going on here?
Basically just posturing for her incel followers. Right, her alt-right incel followers.
The shoe simps, or as I like to call them, the SS.
And making them feel smart because she looks at both sides. Right?
First of all, I don't make my audience feel smart. My audience is fucking retarded. They know this. Second of all, why wouldn't you look at both sides? Like, why shouldn't you be criticizing your side, too? Unless you're like a total ideologically cucked hack. You're not that. Right, Alec? Right?
Here's shoe0nhead. America is in shambles.
My fellow Americans, I regret to inform you that it is that time again. Election time. Every 4 years we have to deal with this. Are you voting for the red pedophiles or the blue pedophiles? The red drone strikes or the gay?
Okay, right off the bat, the red is way worse. See, she's like immediately...
What the fuck? Right off the bat, you're wrong, because my side's the better side. You're wrong because there is no blue pedophiles, only red pedophiles. The only pedophiles are the other pedophiles. What the fuck, dude?
Playing the centrist angle, and there's no comparison between the two.
Oh my god, do they all not know what a bit is? I'm doing both sides bad because I'm a candidate running against Kamala and Trump. Do they not know what a skit is? Hey, drone strikes. Dead Palestinians or dead Palestinians? We're tired of it. They should just pick one.
Okay, well, the dead Palestinians thing was pretty true. I'll give her that.
Sexist joke, racist joke, ableist joke. Palestine.
There's just no way Trump is losing. It would take something like, I don't know, Trump getting shot in the head at a rally in Pennsylvania.
Oh god, we're coming up to the Trump rally part. Please be normal about this.
One thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died.
Please give me some hope for left-wing YouTube, please.
The Trump supporter that died, he was most likely a fascist. And I mean, he was at a Trump rally, man. What do you expect? Like, he probably wanted trans people to die.
Everybody on this side had the same opinion, dude. Why all these fucking clowns had the same perspective? Like, well, actually, cause he was fascist, and anybody who is a Trump supporter, they're fucking clowns, and I believe, because I'm sitting here in front of my coffee table in my apartment that I pay $1,500 a month for, that he deserved to die. He deserved to die. Anybody I disagree with deserves to die. They're fascist. But really, we should set up gulags and re-education camps for all of the fucking right-wing people. Re-education camps, we'll call them education zones, and then in these education zones, if they don't get re-educated, what we'll do is we'll gas them. We'll gas them good. We'll gas them real good, because they're not good for society. That's called fascism, bro. You're the racist fascist! You're the racist fascist! Fucking clown.
Probably. He probably had these opinions, so it's okay for him to die. Even if he did, which you don't know, but even if he did, that doesn't mean he should be fucking killed. He's just a fucking guy. He's a guy who can even change his opinions one day. Who knows? I know for a fact a shit ton of people in these people's audiences used to be Trump supporters, used to be transphobic or whatever. Every single fucking day I log on and I watched Ben Shapiro and was a Trump supporter, but now I watch ContraPoints and I'm a good person. So back when you were a Trump supporter, these people think it's okay if you got shot. Convenient for them that they were born morally lucky and they came out of the womb as leftists. I'm actually going insane. I'm becoming the Joker. I thought at least one of them would have a normal take on this. But no. Behold! This is my circus. These are my monkeys.
I think, okay.
Clowns would have been better. These are my clowns. This is my circus. These are my clowns. You did it wrong, shoe0nhead. You fucking did it wrong. It's time for the AIDS machine gun for you. You deserve that. It's spew some AIDS on your face, bro. Because you missed the joke. You missed the joke, shoe0nhead. You had an opportunity. Now I can tell your boyfriend doesn't write your jokes. You fucking woman. You fucking weird woman. Let's get back over to the fucking Alec Gunter. Fucking Gunter. Gunter does fucking fucks that pillow in the background.
Okay, so let's check the comments real quick. I just want to see her. Here's her audience, okay?
Oh no, he's checking comments. Oh no, he's checking comments. No, 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 no.
Having a baby and retiring, Shu has become a trad wife. The only reason America is in shambles is because Shu hasn't uploaded a Hell World in 2 years. Kamala, don't come Trump, I'm gonna come America. If there's any reason to vote for Kamala, it's just to make Hillary extremely mad is probably the best campaign slogan yet. Okay, they all just seem like memers.
Whew. Okay,
Wow.
good. Diagnosis memers.
I don't know. I think that Shu is just kind of a memer. I don't think she's a bad person.
Oh good, YouTuber Alec Gunter doesn't think I'm a bad person. I must postpone my suicide at once. Okay, this next video people are responding to is the one I made after the election called The Downfall of the Democrats. Let's see what people had to say about this one. Okay, this guy is called Hutch. This fucking title. shoe0nhead takes an election victory lap? What video did this dude watch? The shoe0nhead from Earth 2? Hat on foot?
Actually project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
Do you really think that the Democratic Party is fighting for you? The overwhelming answer is no.
Well, here's the thing too. If you think that this election was anything other than just the issues going on in the Democratic Party right now, you don't know. You're part of the problem, right? You're part of the problem. Why there is such a fracture in the what people actually normal people think is cool, and then you're crazy leftists that you see on the internet. People like Hassan and his fans, normal Democrats don't like. They think they're cringe. They think they're fucking extremists, which they are, dude. They're fucking extremists. What do you, and to look at it and be like, well, there's 8 different perspectives on the left right now. There's going to be an issue. There's going to be a fracturing there. Also, running one of the most fucking unlikable candidates of all time is not going to help you win an election against somebody who had a built-in fan base. Trump had a vigorous fan base behind him. There's a lot of people that thought he was done wrong in the last election. So a lot of people wanted to come out and vote for him. Literally, I don't think anybody realized or knew anybody that was conservative, because you could talk to any conservative person, anyone. I have tons of my family. I know tons of them. And you ask them after the 2020 election, they were pissed. They thought they were screwed over and that they were going to come back in full fucking force this next election. And that's what happened. And you ran Kamala fucking Harris? That's your go-to? If you would have ran Bernie, or somebody else like that, you would have done way better. But you ran fucking Kamala Harris. Somebody when she ran against Tulsi Gabbard and Biden and all these other persons, she was the last person anybody liked. Nobody fucking likes Kamala Harris. She is so fucking insufferable. And you thought that, oh, well, now it's against Trump and he's the evil dictator, so it's obviously she's going to win. Dude, if you're not likable, you're not likable. Look what happened to fucking Nixon against Kennedy, bro. Kennedy was out here slinging dick, and Nixon was like, I am Nixon. I am just out here. I'm just a normal guy. I sweat a lot. And Kennedy was like, I'm on meth sometimes, and I'm pretty chill. Dude, watch me do a fucking one of these, and one of these, and I'm gonna do some of this, and everybody's gonna vote for me because you're fucking crazy. Crazy fucking, you're entertaining, so people like you. You're charismatic. Nixon wasn't charismatic as Kennedy, so he lost. You do good and entertaining commentary. You just have to get the message out. You should have done. You should have some live viewers. Dude, I'm just gonna keep killing it. I'm gonna keep fucking slinging clit on stream, dude. I'm gonna keep slapping clit 24/7, and eventually they'll come. They'll come on my face, and I like it, dude.
I am so frustrated with this argument because policy can only get you so far. Good policy is good, and we should do good policy. For sure. I don't think we should adopt Republican policies.
Wait.
No one said that, bro. No one was fucking saying that the left should do right-wing policies. But if you're so far left that you couldn't see the issues with the identity politics like shit and all this other weird stuff that just kind of popped up out of nowhere, that everybody's like, why do all my shows suck? Like, why is this terrible? Why is this terrible? And then it's like, well, we should care about this. What if I don't care about that? What if I just want fucking free healthcare and better social benefits and stuff like that? Why, like, I want better unions. You know, it's like, oh, wow, dude, you're fucking right-wing, dude. You don't care about the Israel-Palestine conflict, you fucking Nazi. It's like, that's the problem. It was so fractured. It was so fractured. The left is fractured. I fucking beat them with my giant orange wiener. Do you think every once in a while when Trump, like, gets orange, right? He gets full fucking body orange. Do you think he spray tans his dick, too? So when he's, like, done getting Melania, it looks like your hands after you eat a bag of Cheetos? Honestly, genuine question. If you know the answer, please drop a comment.
What argument? You just watched a montage of Trump winning. Where did I say adopt Republican policies? I haven't even said anything in this video yet. I haven't even appeared on screen. Who are these people responding to? There she goes, hat on foot, making videos talking about adopting Republican policies.
Yeah, I think we should pursue progressive policies. I think we should pursue policies that help working class people across this country, whatever the term working class means now, because it's so nebulous at this point.
I like that the term working class is now nebulous. Now that they're losing the working class, it's like, pfft, working class. What does that even mean? Is it too late for the Democratic Party, or can they turn this around? Will the Democrats learn from this?
To be clear, in 2016, it was the same discourse. Is this the end of the Democratic Party? Dems in disarray. Are they ever going to recover from this? It's the same discourse every single time.
Okay, but Kamala did historically bad. She did not flip a single county. A Republican won the popular vote. A Republican. Do you know how rare that is? And all the data show...
Bro, Trump came out and was like, you all suck. Biggest election of all time. You thought you were gonna win. Kamala sucks. She's the worst. She can't flip a single state. Worst voter turnout ever. I mean, you got, like, if you were a left-wing guy and, like, you voted left this time, you watched your ass get pushed in harder than in a prison, bro. You had prison pushing in power happen to you, and it happens, dude. You take the L, you move on, you wait for the next election. Me, I was like, I don't want Kamala, so I voted the other way this time. Next time, I might not like the guy that's running on the right and be like, this is fucking left wing. Maybe the right will be like, we don't like free speech anymore. We fucking hate free speech. Like they were back in the George Bush administration. And I'll be like, I'm a big free speech guy. I'm a fucking loud, obnoxious dude on the internet now. And I want free speech. I want you to stay the fuck out of my talking points. I want to say shit about other shit. I want to eat shit. You know what I mean? And I don't want you to fucking deal with it. So then I might vote left. I mean, it's like, you fucked up. You fucked up and ran a clown who couldn't talk about policy. She didn't talk about anything. She just laughed a lot. And then fucking spent like $100,000 to build a fucking bedroom set for a podcast. Literally, she was invited to be on Joe Rogan and she said no. Why wouldn't she go on? Joe Rogan would have let you just yap, bro. Like, he let Trump just yap. He probably would have given you the same fucking pass. So... a lot of weird choices. You fucking dug your own grave on this one, fucking DNC. Take the L, move on.
Young people, black people, Latinos, women moving more right. Now, could this be a Trump-only thing? Sure. And as I said in my video, there could be a pendulum swing and we'll get like another Obama after Trump, or the Democrats wake up and actually run a good populist candidate. I don't rule this out, but to pretend this wasn't a particularly bad loss is just straight up delusional. From blaming the American people to blaming Joe Rogan, the Democrats and the media are having a hard time coping with their loss. And
this logic that you can't blame voters for the outcome of elections is insane to me. There's no responsibility on the voters? Like none whatsoever? Who else am I?
No, they didn't like your candidate. So you look at, they're not going to change, right? They're going to be like, this person, if you run somebody just like Kamala Harris with no policy that like all the way leading up, you just hate on different portions of the population that you call privileged or whatever, that portion of the population is going to be like, listen, dude, I like my union. I wish there was free healthcare, but you obviously don't care about any of that. You care more about weird gender policy or some shit, so I'm gonna go the other way. Now, I'm not saying where I sit either way on that, but at the end of the day, what you did was fucking, you didn't, they didn't run a good campaign, so you get mad at the people running a bad campaign. You maybe take a look internally and think, well, some of this maybe doesn't matter as much as I think it does. Let's get back to the core principles. And Bernie Sanders said that. Bernie Sanders went on and said that the Democratic Party needs to take accountability for this and realize that's why they lost voters. You can't just get mad at the people. Well, you know what's going to happen if you get mad and you're like, you're a fucking fascist Nazi. You're a fucking fascist Nazi. And you know what? It's good you went over to the right side because now we know who the enemy is. You keep doing that and keep moving over and just keep villainizing everyone that has a slightly different opinion with you. It's going to keep looking worse for that party. They have to move a little bit more inward. You're way over here. You're way over in fucking no man's land. And they keep moving. If they move a few steps inward, maybe you don't agree with everything they do, but the rest of the world that voted against you this time will, and you maybe will get closer to those policies you want. It's just blatantly, you blame the people who are fucking running the campaign. You don't blame like the millions of people who said you guys are fucking stupid. That's the thought process. I don't understand how this is complicated.
It's supposed to.
You blame your party that lost. You blame your candidate. Why were the American people more willing to vote for the guy who did January 6th over your candidate full of hope and joy and rainbows and unicorns or whatever? Is it because the voters are just all stupid idiots? Or is there something a little less simple that you just want to avoid talking about? Taking a step back and looking in the mirror is gonna do you real good.
Democrats don't have
This isn't pre-watched. I just fucking, it's common sense, dude. It's literally so common. It's just such a common sense. That's why he got common people to vote for him. People who maybe were on the fence or thought that some of like one of the many things I mentioned was a problem, because I knew people who were like vigorously left wing that moved more toward voting the other direction just because they were so sick of a lot of the weird fucking policies, the weird fucking rhetoric. They were like, I don't agree with this stuff. And that will happen, and then like they have like one right-wing thought, or not even right-wing, more centrist view, and all of a sudden they're labeled as some monster or like Uncle Tom or a fucking white supremacist, or I don't know, there's a million other ones, race traitor or whatever. They're labeled this, and all of a sudden they're starting to look at like, oh, maybe the other side's not as bad. They're not calling me goddamn fucking horrific names because I had one point that was slightly different. It's like, wow, people have different opinions. Fucking crazy. You want everybody to fall in line and have the exact same ideology as you to a fault. It's fucking weird.
Messaging problem. America has a racism problem. Kamala ran a flawless campaign in 100 days, and I refuse to let y'all gaslight me into believing anything other than that.
Did she just put up 2 random Twitter users? Do we know who those people are? Who were those people? I don't even know who those. I'm pretty sure they were just random people.
Random Twitter users whose posts went viral, yes. It's a small sample of the discourse happening amongst the people, which is pretty important to show. I know the concept of listening to average everyday people is completely foreign to you, but it is important to show what people are saying about their country's election, not just what politicians and the media are saying.
The Democratic Party, we have to contend with progressives that are constantly shitting on the Democratic Party for not being socialist enough. And we have to contend with MAGA, who are constantly shitting on the Democratic Party for, you know, eating children and worshiping Satan.
And then you got the weirdos who believe both those things.
I've always loved her sarcastic delivery. This is why I'm a fan of her. Again, I disagree with a lot of shoe0nhead's political takes. Not a lot, but some. I disagree with a good portion, a healthy portion. You should disagree with me, a healthy portion. I don't want you to agree with everything I have to say. I don't want you to be in my chat, but like, make the right type of jokes, Daddy Jiffy. Daddy Jiffy, please shower me with your human seed. The right kind of stuff. Everything you say is good for me. Good for me, Daddy. It's like, dude, like, I don't want that. I like having people disagree with me. It's something that even when it's like somebody says something wild, right? Somebody says something wild. I think that there's a really good way to discourse out of that direction. There's always a way to move things in a better direction, to have a better understanding. You shouldn't just sit here with your fucking jaw unhinged waiting for Nick Fuentes, Destiny, Hassan to come in your fucking mouth. You should want to poke holes and criticize your own things. It's like, wow, is it that hard of a concept to grasp? And did it hurt your little fucking brain?
For people like shoe0nhead, it's like, okay, it's easy, man. You just don't be woke, don't be feminist, you know, don't root for like black lesbians in Disney shows, and then just do socialist policies.
All right, back up. I am not delusional. I do not want to implement socialist policies in America because, first of all, I do not trust America to do those correctly. I'm talking about basic.
Here's the thing where I don't think anywhere can do socialism correctly. I'm gonna be honest. And this isn't that I don't think there's merit in socialism, because I think that if you read like some of the like the literature about socialism, it sounds great. It does. It sounds utopic. It's honestly, you read it, you're like, oh, dude, that's like Star Trek, Utopia. We got this Utopia thing going on. I don't know if Star Trek's that utopic, but you think about how utopic it sounds and how grand and how amazing. But a lot of things that is forgotten in the idea of socialism is the human aspect. The human aspect will always be there, which will always turn socialism into a dictatorship. Almost always. It sucks that that's true, but once you give all power to the government, it takes one bad guy who's high up in government to take over and turn it into fascism, because you've already given a lot of power to the government. Sorry, dude. I really, like, and it sucks that that's the way people are, but it takes one bad egg to ruin socialism every single time. Communism, same thing. It's like one bad guy can fuck it up for everybody. And it sucks that's the way. It's always going to be that way. I mean, we're looking at, like, if it's like, think about all the politicians you don't like, right? Whatever side you're on, watching this stream, you're fucking sitting there, you're eating your popcorn with a healthy amount of cheese and butter on it, if you like cheese on it, if you like cinnamon, or, I don't know, you sprinkle fucking pussy juice on it or something, I don't know. You're eating your pussy juice popcorn, just tasty, and then you're like, fuck, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? And then think of your least favorite politician in politics right now in the U.S. Now think if he had even more power. Because that's what would happen. Is that person now has more power. That person affects everything that goes on in your life. That's the part of socialism that a lot of people don't think about. That you're just thinking of this perfect utopic society, but you're not thinking of the moving parts that have to go into making that. And I think that's a huge intellectual fault that happens, that it's like, oh, you criticize all these people, but then you have to realize those would be the people with more power.
Basic, normal, social democratic policies like Norway and Denmark have. Universal paid family leave, universal health care, at least a public option, better transportation like a high-speed rail, better protection for workers, higher wages, blah blah blah. And yes, no woke shit. Do you know how popular a platform like that would be? You get a candidate up there like that, you're winning all 50 states.
So, I mean, I would love to hear what...
And I think a lot of that stuff sounds really great, and I think this is where I can disagree with... I think some social shit like that is good. I honestly, like, the rail system would be fucking amazing. A universal rail system for the U.S. would be amazing. That way, if you didn't like the area you were in, you could get on a universal rail system and leave. You could fucking dip out. It's like, why don't we have stuff like that? That would be cool. Even if it was just like really, like, if it was a cheap universal system that also carried freight in the back of it or something. I don't know fucking, but just something cool like that. And then, like, it's like nice to have like universal paid leave. That's shit that would, if you force companies, bigger companies to have paid universal paid leave, that's, I don't know, stuff like that can be good. I think it has to be implemented correctly. I think that stuff like that, like, has to have the right process behind it. I just don't think that, like, giving all power to the government is great, but I can see the ideas and the appeal behind some social systems. Absolutely. I think everybody can. But at the same time, that wasn't the talking points of this campaign. It was fucking wild. And the woke shit sucks. And it's ruined everything. And it's not just because, like, oh, well, you don't like her because she's a lesbian black woman or something. No, I don't like it because the movie stopped to tell me she was a lesbian black woman 15 fucking times. Why the fuck do you need to tell me that 50 fucking times? I don't need to know that 50 fucking times. You don't need to lecture me on global warming. I don't, like, I get it. It's bad. Global warming, bad. Oh no, now you've ruined my fucking movie because all I'm doing is sitting here. Why is Doctor Who telling me about global warming for 15 minutes? It's like, I got it from the context clues. You don't need to hit me over the head with a fucking hammer. Unless that hammer's a giant cock or clit. I both of those welcome.
What she suggests besides just like elect Bernie Sanders?
Put up a good politician. That is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Someone who actually cares about the working class. Not Bernie Sanders. He's like 100 years old. Someone like Bernie Sanders, sure. Bernie Sanders with more of a spine. Combine Trump and Bernie Sanders. I am committing voter fraud and voting for that man 300 times. I am storming the Capitol for Donald Sanders.
After this, the Democrats are gonna move right in the dumbest ways. They're gonna become like the new neocons, but gay.
I think they will too. And one of the reasons why they're going to do that is because they know people like you are not a reliable voter. You're not.
You are correct. I am not a reliable voter. I will not vote blue no matter who. And guess
That's good. Nobody should vote red or blue no matter what. And you take my say that I'm a fucking awful person for saying that. I think if you are just always in line with one party, you're not willing to look at the other side and understand why people like them. You're not willing to like bend your mind enough and have enough imagination to be like, why do people like Bernie Sanders? Oh, that's they like the social, different social systems, the free healthcare or whatever. And then they're like, oh, I don't understand why people like Ron Paul. And it's like, dude, libertarianism can be fucking cool, dude. You leave my guns alone. You leave my speech alone. Let the free market be the free market without these giant oligarchies. Wow, dude, it's a crazy fucking concept. But no, those aren't the people who get voted in. It's like, oh no, I always gotta be fucking blue, dude. The fucking Republicans and Nazis. And then you got the people who are like, all the Democrats are commies. They're all commies. And it's stupid. It's stupid. You're not willing to have the minute little thought that, why do people understand it? Why do people like that? You have to ask those questions. Otherwise, you are just a fucking troglodyte. You're a little fucking dumb boy who doesn't understand what's going on both sides. And if you're in the audience right now and you're like, well, I'm not a dumb boy and I always vote in the same direction I always vote, and it's like, well, that sucks. You know, I'm sorry, but try at least do one. Here's some homework for you. Teacher King Jiffy's right here, and I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Try to understand the other side. Reach out to somebody you maybe know that is conservative, and then just listen to what they have to say. Or if you're conservative, find a buddy that's liberal and listen to what they have to say. Be willing to understand why they think the way they do, without cutting them off, without being like, yes, you can disagree with every fucking thing they're saying. Ask questions, ask why, ask why questions, be intrigued, interested. And I'm telling you right now, you'll find an understanding. And even if you disagree with every fucking thing they said, at least you'll understand.
Guess what? Most of the country is like me. Does that scare you? Good. Me not being a reliable voter is not an excuse for Democrats to not listen to voters like me. If anything, it's the complete opposite. They should be trying to get the votes from people like me. Politicians and parties are not owed your vote. They have to earn it. They have to work for it. And many people thought the Democrats did not work for it. In fact, I don't even think they wanted to win, but that's a whole nother can of worms I don't want to open right now.
Large factions of the left condescendingly believe that dumb people are the reason Trump won in 2016 and won again in 2024. And that
Well, I mean,
what a prick. What a fucking prick. What a fucking asshole, dude. It's like, well, because they're fucking stupid. I'm angry because this guy won. Yeah, I mean, you right here are the reason why a lot of people like this condescending I'm better than you thing, that I'm always right. A lot of people that were like, you know, this stuff's kind of cringe. And then you look at them, you're actually a racist. Actually, you're a fucking, you're gay. You're not the good kind of gay. You're the bad kind of gay. And you're like, what are you even talking about? You're not smart enough to understand. You're not smart enough to understand. Only my high intellect, where I like these movies where they tell me exactly what I'm thinking, they echo my same viewpoints. I only listen to things like that. And anybody who disagrees with me, I'm just smarter than them. You don't read enough. This is fucking nobody. Look at this fucking. It looks like he's fucking busting into a cat right now. It looks like he's zoophiling up right now, allegedly in Minecraft. He's not like that. I'm just making a joke. It's fucking humor, but weird joke.
You know. Yeah.
Vance, when you win 2028, put me somewhere in communications. Let me run your Twitter account. I'm a millennial too. Nobody will know the difference. Plus, we wear the same amount of eyeliner. Okay, that is enough hutch for one lifetime, thank you. Next, Please let the next person be sane. Please save my brain cells. Come majestically galloping in to save us.
Oh, holy shit.
No.
I know this lady.
It's over. It's Vosh, dude. It's not going to be a good take. Vosh never has good takes. Vosh literally is just like, before he gets on stream, dude, he's like, let me find the youngest looking lolly I possibly can and then have them get fucked by a horse. Ugh. I love that I made that cat joke, the weird cat joke that didn't work for that guy, and then we lead right into Vosh, a dude who would probably watch his porn of like small Asian children having sex with animals.
Back the galloping part.
Can I be real with you guys? People are going to hate me for this one. I stand by the criticisms that I've made of shoe0nhead, but I will say this. If Shoe had been a respected voice in the Democrat consultancy circles, Kamala might not have lost. I have criticized her so many times for the populist brain rot, but oh boy, if anyone could use populist brain rot driven right into their skulls right now, it would be the Democrats. 28 minutes, and we have 25 minutes till stream ends. And I have to read donos. I don't know about that one, Chief. There's probably stuff in here that I maybe can watch in the future.
Wait, he doesn't even watch the video? Watch the video, coward! This is an official call to the shoe simps. Calling the SS! We attack at dawn. Go tell Vosh to watch the video. This is bullshit. I was clickbaited. On to the next guy. Okay, this guy is...
I like Vosh. I honestly, for a second, I'm like, holy shit, is Vosh saying stuff that matters? And he's like, I'm just not even gonna watch it. I haven't gotten enough donos yet. What the fuck? Dude, I hate people that are like, I only got this many donos. I'm not going to stay on the stream because I didn't get enough donos and I'm only here for the money. Yeah, sure, I like my propaganda or whatever. Vosh, like, if you think Vosh is legit, remember, he has literally said that propaganda is good. He will spread propaganda. Anybody who willingly says they will spread propaganda, you shouldn't listen to them because there's a point they're going to lie to you for their own points. But, like, at that time, I was like, oh, is Vosh having a good take here? And then you can't even take his take because he doesn't even say anything because he's too lazy to keep watching it.
It's called Uninformed Leftists. Let's see if he lives up to his name.
So let's get into this. Shoe0nhead made another video. It's called The Downfall of the Democrats.
Oh, big congratulations to Tim Walz on being the first white male DEI hire. It didn't f***ing work. The DNC...
Okay, so Tim Walz is not the first white male DEI hire. Joe Biden's been a white male DEI hire. George Bush is. Mitt Romney was. Every single fucking president has been a white male DEI hire. Both the Democrats and the Republicans realize that America is a white supremacist country. Thus,
Then how did Obama win? If fucking... What? What the fuck are you talking about? She made a joke about Tim Walz being a DEI hire because they fucking hired him so that they can make Kamala Harris look less clownish. They're like, well, look, we got Tim Walz, and he's a goofy guy from, like, Minnesota or some shit. I know you don't know who Tim Walz is before this, but he's one of you guys. All you people that are thinking about going right-wing this time, remember, we got Tim Walz. It was just like Kamala Harris with Biden, where it was like, I don't know who I can't do Joe Biden. I don't know who I'm fucking hiring as my VP, but she's gonna be brown. She's gonna be a person of color and a woman. And then he literally got somebody that was a person of color and a woman. Like, I mean, that's like a diversity. And then Kamala Harris did the same thing to try to reach to that middle of the road centrist voter base, and it didn't work. It was literally a DEI hire. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking weirdo? America's always been racist, except for Obama. That didn't count because I'm gonna pretend it didn't happen.
we must run white people. So saying that Tim Walz is the first DEI hire is a little bit telling. And what is it telling?
A joke. It's telling a joke.
Well, it's telling that shoe0nhead, like the topic of race and gender, is very on the front of her mind.
What?
Now listen, do I think it's true that Kamala Harris lost because she's black and she's a woman?
Please say no, please say no, please say no.
Honestly, yes, I do.
Jesus Christ, dude. No, dude. She didn't lose because she was a woman or black. Neither of those things had affected her loss. She was unfucking likable. She's the type of bitch to go up to the manager, punch them in the dick, and then pull their pants down, say it's small, and why didn't you take my coupon? That's why Kamala Harris didn't run. And then she would have later gone on a podcast and said, oh no, I didn't do that. I smoked weed one time. That's why Kamala Harris lost. What the fuck is wrong with you?
This may be the last ad you see.
Like, why the fuck? Why the fuck? Bro, Why the fuck? This is so dumb. So fucking retarded.
Obama is black and did phenomenally. Hillary is a woman and won the popular vote. I hate this delusion and this cope that Kamala lost because she's a black woman. No. If she was a white man, would she have maybe won a little more votes? Sure, I'm not denying the existence of racist misogynists. I'm looking at one right now. But enough votes that she would win? Absolutely
Fucking
not.
called me out, dude. Big racist over here, dude. Big racist. Dude, my wife, she's like brown, dude, and I'm like, gross. Gross. Disgusting. Why did I marry you? Just kidding. I love you. She said I love you back in her heart. She loves me a lot. Big right, like women, they only have one job: stay in the kitchen, make me a sandwich, bitch. Bring me my PBR, my wife beater. It's beating time. It's clobbering time. Big hater of women. That's my thing. That's what I fucking double down on. I'm a big wife beating racist over here. God, I hate women. Every time I see a woman, I'm like, ew, gross, dude. Why aren't you in the kitchen?
Not. A district that's 97% Latino went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the, no,
That's
it's on
why.
the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep.
So-
and they were begging people to care about it for years. We
Misogyny
need to
and
take some
sexism.
lessons.
There's a lot of misogynistic Latino men. Like there's a lot of misogynistic men in general, but Latino men, like they're fairly Christian, they're fairly conservative, and misogyny goes hand in hand with those two. So
Latino men are misogynists? Yeah? Is that why the f***ing president of Mexico is a woman and has like an 80% approval rating? Maybe Kamala Harris just f***ing suck. You ever...
I didn't know. I don't know much about Mexico. I didn't know they had a woman fucking president or whatever. That makes this all so much better. And anytime that you see The View, just know The View has bad takes.
Consider that? Maybe going, nothing's gonna change when I'm president, f***ing sucks.
After the election, a YouTuber I am subscribed to uploaded a video called How the Right is Winning Young Men.
Ugh, I have such mixed feelings about this. I do. Unpopular though it is on the left to like give grace to the male loneliness epidemic. I have mixed feelings about it. I'm picking my words carefully so the leftists don't murder me. Like, don't rake me over the coals for this, but I think that I understand.
Oh, I have to pick my words carefully so my own movement doesn't attack me for caring about men's issues. You see the issue?
shoe0nhead again doesn't really offer any analysis. She makes a joke. So essentially, what is her joke? Her joke is that the guy's gay.
What? Oh, we're streaming from Earth 2 again. Here comes Hat on Foot, hating the gays again. The joke was not about him being gay. There wasn't even a joke. My point was that he's nervous to talk about men's issues in fear of the left attacking him, and it shouldn't be that way.
That's pretty gross from shoe0nhead. Do I need to spell that out for you? She does this whole like gay impression.
Gay impression? That's literally what he f***ing sounded like. These people have like terminal identity politics brain.
Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, she wasn't like, oh, I put too many dicks in my mouth. Oh, I'm a fucking, I like ABBA. She didn't do anything bad, dude. She literally made fun of the fact that the leftists started, like, the leftists were gonna eat him alive, and the dude was scared to make his own point, right? That was the whole premise. That was it. You're fucking over here, big fucking, what's his name? Henry Cavill, what is it? Henry Twink Cavill over here. Henry Twink Cavill over here is like, I need to make this about identity politics. It's because he's gay. Only thing, I didn't even hear what he said. I just know he's gay, so I believe everything he says. And shoe0nhead sexist. Once I saw he was a gay man, dude, I knew it was homophobic. I got the smartest brain in the room. Everything's homophobia. Everything is cringe and homophobia. We gotta figure it out because they're fucking gross. Everybody who doesn't has a critique when there's a gay person involved, they're gross and homophobic. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? What the fuck are you talking about? You literally just missed everything she said, saw a gay person, and just assumed homophobia. That is weird.
Let's just read a few comments.
Oh no, not again. I swear to God, if you guys embarrass me in front of Hassan 2 here, I will turn this video around and we are going home.
shoe0nhead dropping the hard truth bombs as usual. Bro, at least Bernie Sanders got to say a big I told you so. Okay, that's kind of, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of hope. Democrats forgot they had to be likable. Okay, it's kind of true. You can't hide your monster addiction by putting it on white class, June. Okay, that's a good point. They will learn nothing and blame everyone. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
Okay, he's just agreeing with all the comments. I love that they keep doing this. I love that they keep checking the comments, expecting some like terrible shit, and it's just like pee pee poo poo 69 going epic video, mommy. Okay, so that was terrible. Next.
Hi, my name's Anthony Jones. I like to talk about politics and the culture war in the UK and America. Today I'm going to react to...
Bro, when did Harry Potter grow a beard and lose all his hair, bro? I'm like honestly worried about Harry Potter right now. Bro, what you want to be Dumbledore, or would you want to be Voldemort? You got a nose, dude. You got a nose. You got too much nose for that. The correct answer for Harry Potter becoming like scraggly Voldemort was to remove the nose. Bro. A lot of bald.
shoe0nhead's most recent video, Downfall of...
That's not me critiquing him as a person. It was just like, he's British. He's got the Harry Potter glasses. This isn't me hating on him for his unchangeable characteristics. I made an observation. And you're going to have to deal with it. Oh no, the world has... I say weird shit sometimes.
The Democrats, the truth about the 2024 election.
Aw, this guy looks like a wizard. He's like a jolly little garden gnome. I don't even mean that in a mean way. He just looks whimsical. Like he's gonna help me on a quest through some enchanted forest. Please be sane and normal, gnome bro. I am running out of hope.
Yeah, Trump objectively is the representative of the working class. Traditionally, it was Latinos, blacks. People would vote for Democrats. Now, it's highly educated people who vote for Democrats, and actually working class people who traditionally would vote Democrat have voted for Donald Trump. This is a massive change in the demographics, and people want something different. They don't want the same old, and that's what Kamala Harris represented. And this is essentially why she failed to appeal to voters.
Yes!
Bro, he's fucking spitting facts, bro. Bald Harry Potter with a beard. Harry Potter gnome is a fucking G. He's a G, dude. He actually had he had W take, normal take. He didn't say like fucking weird shit. Let's go.
No bro is normal. Oh my god, how refreshing. Yes. We're so fucking back, gnome bros. Okay, let's keep listening.
I can do that too. Yes. Wait. Yes. I can't do it without thinking about how much cum I can get on me.
Get our hopes up. Everyone was so sure dangerous, devious, dastardly Donald would never make his way back into the White House to steal democracy. And he did it. With democracy.
Democracy has been bought in America. It really has. The idea that influence is like objective and everyone's informed and it's a level playing field for both sides. It's simply not true. Democracy implies the voters were informed, they knew what they were voting for, they weren't lying.
What? What are you talking? Like democracy? Like literally? I'm gonna say some shit here, right? I'm gonna say some shit. The idea that one side was misinformed and their beliefs were all wrong is just such a fucking like logical fallacy. You're sitting over here, you're pretending to be intellectual, that you're the smart side, and it's like, well, obviously we should, like, what gun issue, right? Obviously we should ban guns because guns can lead to death, and only an idiot would want to keep guns. It's like, well, what if the government attacks us? Well, your gun's not going to do anything about it. I mean, it's going to do something. It's going to be doing something other than just, like, falling in line. And it's like, well, that person who believes in guns isn't going to vote against a candidate, or vote for a candidate who is against guns. Plain and simple. Even if you're not like informed on every single policy point blank, you're going to have a few that means more to you as a voter. You're going to have some shit that you don't like, and if a candidate's running, like the freedom of speech thing was very important for me this election. I love freedom of speech. I hated the right when they were fucking like trying to tell people what they could and couldn't say, and we should ban this and we should ban that. I hated them for that when I was growing up. So I knew if I ever saw a candidate who was going to be for that shit, I was going to vote against them. So So, and not that that was my only issue. I mean, also I care about guns. I like guns. It's something I've always been passionate about. I like shooting. Me and my wife like shooting, and I don't want to like ever be in a place where my guns, owning them, could put me as like being again breaking laws. So obviously I have a few things that matter to me to when I go in. And that doesn't mean make me a fucking uninformed voter, and democracy obviously doesn't work in the U.S. You're fucking stupid, and I thought you had some smarts and learned Harry Potter.
Two, they weren't sold misinformation. People are massively misinformed on Donald Trump.
But people are misinformed on both sides, dude. You see it all the time. Dude, look, after Trump was shot, the first article I saw, like, I was at work, right? And I was, like, scrolling through like I saw like fucking like on Google. I went to Google something. I saw Trump falls while on stage, and I'm like, the left's doing the same thing that the right did during Biden's administration. Anytime he falls, we're gonna make an article about it. And then I open up Twitter, and I think I saw a Keemstar post, Trump got shot, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is Keemstar going off about stupid shit again? I re-Google it, and I found out there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. If that's not left-wing misinformation, I don't know what the fuck is. So to pretend that there's only misinformation on one side is objectively wrong. I didn't use objective a lot. I think a lot of things in the world are subjective. But saying a man shot when a bullet cuts through his ear on stage is objectively misleading and objectively misinformation, and the left does it just as much as the right.
Trump, they were lied to. They don't believe a lot of.
Give me a second, my baby's crying. Okay. Hi, Squiggly Wiggly. She's good. She's fine. I thought maybe if she was crying because like she bit herself or something, I could go in there and do the dad thing where I'm like really happy, and I'm like the gobbledygook machine. She is so clean. But all she really wanted was booby juice, gotta get that booby juice. Please, little mommy, give me your titty. It is so tasty. I want the booby juice. So it really wasn't needed.
The accusations against him, it's more complex. And it is actually very complex.
It's really not that complicated. It's exactly what you said earlier. Trump offered something, Kamala offered nothing. Whether you agree with the vision or not, Trump had a vision. It's like in 2016 when Hillary Clinton made that America is already great hat. No one wants to fucking hear this. No one believes that. You have to give the people a vision. A lot of them don't believe what the media says about Trump.
This is why Obama won. This is the reason why Obama won. Was Obama, his whole thing was change. It was change. It was like, and a lot of people were sick of the status quo at the time. So a lot of people were like, change, that sounds pretty fucking good to me. What are you saying? Like, yeah, things are bad. I want change. So they voted for Obama. It was an actual fucking direction. There was signs on the road. One side said squibbly wibbly sniggly blah, and everybody was like, I don't know what that says, and neither do I, but I'm going to go that way because we've been going the same direction for years. And then the other sign says, the direction you should go, it's change. We're doing things wrong. And you're like, that one says other stuff. Now, I'm not saying that Obama was correct on everything, that he was the greatest president ever, but I'm saying that having something that's logical, like an actual goal orientation, is a lot better than just skibblebop. And that's what Kamala Harris was offering, a bunch of skibblebop, bro. Too much skibblebop was getting put down on the beat, bro, and we needed less skibblebop. We needed some drum beats and some flow, and Trump did the same thing with America, Make America Great Again thing. Whether you like that, whether you disagree with it or not, you can look at both Trump and Obama and see that both of their campaigns had an idea, had a direction, had a goal. And you can look at who they were running against and realize that the other side didn't.
Because a lot of them don't trust the media, and I'm gonna be so dead ass. Do you blame them? As a Bernie bro, as a Bernard brethren, do you blame them? It's up to the media to prove themselves trustworthy, and in my opinion, they just haven't done that. The mainstream, corporate media, liberal and right-wing, does not have a good reputation. Oh my god, that reminds me, I was watching Fox Business the other morning. Don't ask. But holy shit, you think right-wing media online is bad? What the f? are the boomers watching?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, Fox News is fucking trash. So is CNN. All these old mainstream outlets, if you want to watch the dumbest takes of all time, turn on all day news TV and your mind will melt because of stupidity. It is bad.
Also, Christy Nome showed up on the TV and my baby was like, Mama.
Oh, dude, I'd hunt that fucker down. If some ugly motherfucker, like, not that Christy Nome is ugly, but if some motherfucker shows up on that TV, okay, here we go. If Biden shows up on TV and my baby says, Dada, I might become a vote red all the time guy. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I would be so mad. Same with Donald Trump, dude. That would be my jump to a full-time party guy, is if my baby said Dada when they saw Trump, bro. I'd be like, that is not your father. I am your father. He doesn't have a beard. His face can't grow a good beard. Everybody says you look stupid, Donald. You'd look better with a beard. And he disagreed, and he's cringed because of that. Everything else, I don't know about, but not having a beard, big L.
Really, bro? Okay, last one. I'm ready. Let's go. This guy is called Dima the Show.
Dude, looks like, what's that, Nick Rekieta. Bro looks like a less methed out Nick Rekieta.
Okay, Dima, what do you have for us?
I don't know what to predict here. I've only seen 2 shoe0nhead videos, and I follow her on Twitter. She hasn't been very active on Twitter recently. I don't know why. I think she got married and had a kid. But either way, from what I remember of her Twitter, it was fairly progressive. Some little, tidbits of, radical centrist reactionary stuff a little bit here and there.
I like how just nobody understands me. America is so terminally left-right brained, dude. You can talk about how you want workplace democracy all day, but if you also say something like, I think we should make it harder for children to access porn or something, people...
I think what a lot of people get confused on is they see her as centrist because she's willing to make jokes on her own party. And that's what makes her appealing. Like I said, I disagree with a lot of shoe0nhead's political ideas, but I find her entertaining, which I think is cool. I think a lot of people misunderstand the fact that you can like somebody that doesn't have that has different opinions than you. And you also can criticize your own positioning. It's so weird that you have to be full on one way or the other. And it's like, oh, well, she criticized her own party, so that makes her a fucking radical centrist. When it's like, no, she's always been left-wing. She always will be left-wing. And she just has a centrist audience. So, and her audience is more centrist and more, a little bit of left, a little bit of right, because of the fact that she's entertaining. She puts entertainment at the forefront of her videos. And I've always kind of put her in the centrist category too, because that's kind of the rhetoric around her. And it sucks that I fall into the same category sometimes when I talk about her. But in the reality, she's always been a leftist. She always will be a leftist. And it's like, that doesn't make her a bad person. That doesn't make her a good person. That just makes her a fucking person with her own political ideas. Wow, dude. We're talking about people as people. And she likes to make jokes. Oh, scary. That makes her super centrist. Don't you know comedy's only a fucking right-wing thing now? So dumb. So dumb.
People are like, oh, I don't know. She's some kind of centrist? What?
Anyway, I got a lot of comments on my last video like, wait, you're left-wing and you hate the Democrats? Yeah, man.
Okay, so is she coming out as left-wing? Just do it.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty common thing. If you're shocked that I'm left-wing, maybe that's a sign you need to take a step back and evaluate some of the preconceived stereotypes you have of people. Not all of us are crazy blue-haired socialists, no. Some of us are crazy brown-haired socialists. But for those of
Hey, yo!
Ugh, why is he soying out? I hate this. I'm never gonna call myself a socialist again.
For someone like her with such a diverse audience, who gets, millions and millions of views on her videos, someone like her with this much reach, with this much of an audience, and say, hey, look at me, I'm a left-wing socialist, I think is good for the cause.
I don't want to be good for the cause. I'm a rebel. I'm not one of you. You don't love me. Sorry, I'm just burned by all the other videos. I'm like an abused cat lashing out at a new adoptive owner. He's out here handing me a treat like pss, 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 and I'm like, let's relax.
So, okay, fellas, she said she's a socialist. She said she's left-wing. Why do we hate her?
That's such a weird thing to say. She's one of us. She agrees with us politically. Why do we hate her? I don't know. Maybe I'm a fucking asshole.
Kamala Harris being, a person of color, is that going to have an effect on some amount of people? Sure it will. Is that why she lost?
Don't say it. Don't say it, please.
I don't think so.
Thank
Hey!
you. Oh my god,
What a winner, dude. Finally, somebody understands. They had fucking regular thinking abilities, bro. Deductive reasoning is working for the guy in the Seahawks hat.
Bar is low. Young men did come out and support Trump, and apparently for the reasons I and many others predicted. We asked young men why they voted for Donald Trump. Here's what they said. What appealed to him about Donald Trump was that his campaign was not coming after us. He was highlighting the American people, which we are. It doesn't matter what color you are, what you may identify as. Since I wasn't excluded, I resonated with it.
See? That is a dumb person. That is a fucking idiot.
And then he did the thing. Then he did the fucking I'm smarter than you left-wing commentator thing. Oh my god, why? Fucking why do you do this? Why are you here? Again, I'm gonna bring out the AIDS gun. He's out here with the AIDS gun. I'm better than you. Eat my AIDS. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Why? Why do you do this? Why can't you understand that there's different perspectives than you? Why is it so hard? Am I the only guy that can look over at the other side of my political beliefs, be like, I kind of get it sometimes. I don't agree with you, but I kind of get it. Wow, what the fuck? Do you understand what's going on over here, King Jiffy? No, I hate everybody that disagrees with me. Wow, you're an asshole. No, you're the asshole, and you're also fucking stupid. You're a dumb person, and nobody likes you. I was just saying hi, man. This isn't that big of a deal. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why? Why are people like this?
Okay. I'm doing the sorry. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing they do. I'm pausing before he finishes his sentence. Let's hear him out.
When you tell a young white guy, hey, you're an oppressor, and because you're white, you have privileges that your black and Hispanic peers didn't have, and you're inherently at fault, or you're guilty for that, which is what a lot of the left wings or Democrats are saying.
Yeah, I mean, you are, as a white person, you do have, systemic privileges that people of color in this country.
No, dude, go to your fucking poorest white neighborhood. Walk up to somebody who can't even afford to feed their fucking kids and tell them they're fucking privileged, bro. This is the problem. This is the problem when you put people in boxes. Not everyone's gonna be like this super privileged, like fucking their parents had a Fortune 500 company and they paid for all their college and everything. That isn't that's not the majority. And this idea that you think one race is getting privileges that another is, so you should bring that other race down. There is a bottom section of that of that group you've built. You got this group, and you're gonna take the bottom that already can't be the thing and make them feel worse about themselves and say that they shouldn't have more opportunities, which is fucked and racist. Plain and simple. I don't like racism. Racism bad. Woo! I used to think that everybody should be created equal, and I still do. Wow, dude. That's crazy. Fucking whoa, good commentary, King Jiffy Coats, saying the basic shit.
We don't have for a variety of reasons. That's just the truth.
All right, we're gonna disagree here. Now you will see why. Now you will see why they hate me. The only privilege that exists is class privilege. Poor, working class, middle class white people, poor, working class, middle class black people have the same amount of privilege. None. A rich black person has more privilege than a white poor person. Telling a white college-age man who's struggling to pay off student loans, who can't afford a house, who can't find a job, that he's part of systemic racism and privilege, good f***ing luck.
We're not racist, we're not misogynistic. I mean, see, this is, again, I have to say, actually, we all kind of are racist. But that's boring, that's complex, that takes nuance, that takes time, and no one wants to f***ing hear that shit. Of course that's not gonna f***ing resonate. How do you make it resonate? Maybe you can make it fun.
Make it fun? Hey, white people! You're inherently racist! What?
But I don't think there's a way to, put lipstick on the progressive messaging pig. I don't know if we can win on messaging alone.
Because it's not the messaging. It's not how you are selling the product.
You can't beat racism with being racist, bro. You can't just be like, they all suck, they're dirty, they're gross, we should just take them out of everything, they are the worst group, and then go and look at these good. Good, bad. Good, bad. You can't, like, you're gonna lose that. It's like when I see a game developer or like game creator, and they come out and they're like, yeah, dude, we fucking hate all of the people that sit in this majority, or this not majority, this giant community, right? Everyone who's right wing, it sucks, and I don't want them to buy my game. And then they don't buy their game, and they're like, why didn't you fucking buy my game? You're a monster. You guys are the problem, not the fact that we alienated you. And that's a problem. That's a problem. And you have to understand that when you're talking to a giant group and then villainizing them, they don't want to be your fucking friends, bro. I'm sorry you are over here being like, yeah, dude, we're the problem. I'm a white dude. I'm a problem, dude. I'm the problem. We've had it good for too long. We need to sit back and be little bitches and just do nothing and just like let whatever. I don't know how to go about my argument here, but it's just stupid. It's dumb. Everybody should be on equal plane. We're on equal plane. We're born. If you work hard, you can do it. I firmly believe that. And like I think I don't know why you would want to tear down another group to make yourself feel better. That's racist to me. Am I crazy? Am I fucking losing my fucking mind? Am I drinking Jim Jones Flavor Aid? What the fuck's going on here?
It's the product. These guys are being alienated from progressive messaging, not because it's complicated, but because it's stupid and regressive. Young men are tired of being told to pay for the sins of their great-grandfathers. Full stop. That's it. And people aren't just going, systemic racism exists. Like, yeah, maybe that's what you're doing. I don't think you're some kind of, like, woke SJW or whatever. But to pretend like that's the only thing people are doing, it's kind of a cope. You're in denial. Corporations were literally hiring Robin DiAngelo to give PowerPoint presentations to workers on how to be less white. This was a thing that happened. I remember Coca-Cola doing it specifically. Coca-Cola, which, by the way, the CEO of Coca-Cola is now openly praising Trump and like hanging out with him. Corpo moment. They really saw the popular...
I did think it's funny how many corporations after Trump was won were like, oh, the things we were doing to make the Democrats happy while they were in the White House, we gotta change. Whoa, we've been naked for the other side for too long. Let's put some clothes on. Let's get a little clothes. And then we get into the new place and we start stripping again. We're ready for orange cock inside of us. Please present the orange cock. We had old sleepy cock. Now it's time for orange cock. And in the next election, it might be some spiky clit or some just clit in general. We might have a woman president. They'll be like, give me some clit. I'm naked for you, baby. I'm naked for you, baby. Give me some genitalia. Give me some genitalia. I'm a corporation. I don't really have any political leanings. I just go with the flow. It's like, are you shocked? No, it happens every single time. Whatever one's in power, whatever group's in power, they're going to toe to whatever happens. It's just what corporations do. They think that, well, that side won, so the majority of the population, because they won that election, is going to be on that side. So now we know who our buyer base is. Now we know who like the bigger group of people is to sell our shit to.
The wrote and were like, later homos. God, I miss the 90s. I feel like we really had race relations down back then. I don't see color. That worked. That was great. Why did we get rid of that?
After the election, one of the only politicians I've seen who is actively trying to understand why people voted the way that they did is AOC. When I met her, I whispered into her ear, "Take the pronouns out of your bio." And she did. Anyway, after the election, AOC found out that a ton of people voted for her down ballot, but also voted for Trump for president on the same ticket. Curious, she took to her Instagram to ask people why they did that. And these were some of their answers. I feel like Trump and you are both real. It's real simple. Trump and you care for the working class.
Ugh. Trump and you care for the working class. Just complete, diametrically opposed entities, AOC and Donald Trump. Insane.
No, here's the thing. It's not just care for the working class. He spoke to the working class. He actually cared enough to talk to them. While Kamala Harris was just kind of hiding. And cackling. Trump went out and talked to these people. The problem with the last two people running, and like Biden put a really bad stain on it, was he wasn't out there talking to people. He wasn't networking. He wasn't doing anything real. So you have one guy that's out there talking to people and talking about working class problems. Of course she's going to get the working class vote. Whether you like to hear that or not, that's what fucking happens. Kamala wasn't out there talking to anybody. She wouldn't even do a regular podcast appearance. She had to have the fucking White House builder one. Like, and you think that that's going to win her any favors? No, when Trump was going on fucking Aiden Ross's stream and like say what you want about Aiden Ross, it's like the fact that Trump went on that is crazy. It shows that he had more of an understanding of like people watch this shit. There's a already built-in fan base of like people of Joe Rogan and the working class who watch Joe Rogan, because like, dude, talk to any middle-aged dude, they watch Joe Rogan. So like that was gonna talk to the working class. Joe Rogan's always been a Bernie bro, so that's gonna talk to the working class. And it's like there was things that Trump was doing to reach out to the working class that Kamala Harris wasn't. And so there was going to be a feeling of Trump's more real. Trump cares more about the working class. It's pretty obvious to me. I mean, even if I'm not the biggest Trump guy, I still understand why he won and what made him appealing. And it's like, I can look back and see what made Obama appealing. I do not know what people saw in Biden. I voted, I think, third party in that one, but I did not see what people saw in Biden at all, like even a little bit. But like, and Kamala Harris, I really could. She didn't say anything. She wasn't doing anything. It was just a bunch of clown shows, and there's a reason she lost so like by such a large margin, because she didn't fucking try. She didn't try to reach out to anybody. So of course she's going to fucking lose.
Man.
Do you know how many people used to like Bernie Sanders and now vote for Donald Trump, and vice versa? There are so many conservatives I know who used to be Bernie Sanders supporters. Is it because Bernie and Trump are so much alike? No. But their rhetoric, how they spoke, who they spoke to, who they fought for or claimed to fight for, the forgotten man, the American worker. This is populism, and throughout history, populism could be used for good or for evil. And like I said in many of my videos, if you don't understand this, you're never gonna get it.
Maybe this is a one-time thing, maybe it's just because of Trump or inflation, or maybe the meme is coming true. Maybe Republicans are the new party of the working class. Democrats.
Yeah, dude, he can't baffle it. But the problem is, and the problem that a lot of people have kind of ran into, is because of the fact that they feel like the Democrat Party cares more about identity politics than they do making sure that the family has food on the table. And when you talk about this identity politics shit, nobody cares about it, because like you're like, okay, but how does that feed my family? How does that make my life better? It just seems like we're fucking virtue signaling. And virtue signaling doesn't make your life better. It makes you feel better. Sure, virtue signaling, it makes you feel like real good and real happy and real smart. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't help anything.
Just so insane, man.
See, this is one reason I don't see why you should blame the voters. Like, obviously the Democratic Party is doing something wrong if blue-collar, working-class people of all races are moving towards the Republican Party. And the Democrats are only gaining with old women and coastal elites. The voters don't see you as the party for the little guy. They see a literal billionaire as the party for the little guy. You are doing something wrong!
I hope the male loneliness epidemic eats you MAGA scum alive. I hope you feel a hole in your soul and feel unloved until your dying day. I hope you rot in your deathbed, wondering why women looked at you like you had rabies your whole life as your eyes closed for the last.
I'm not gonna defend this. This is not good or healthy.
Honestly, Gnome Bro and this guy have been pretty reasonable. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not all Democrats are doomed. Maybe there is a chance a Democrat wins 2028. Maybe some really do get it.
Some liberals use the occasion to look down upon the icky dummies who were too stupid to know they shouldn't vote for Trump. Yet
I mean, where's the lie?
Oh, dude, fuck off, bro. You can't think of people as idiots just for disagreeing with you politically. Sorry. Unless they're, like, putting, like, terrorist propaganda on screen like fucking Hassan Piker, and then they are idiots. Hassan Piker's a fucking moron. If like, the person comes out and says, to your face, I am cool with propaganda, I am a propagandist, like Bosch and Hassan did, those people are fucking morons, and you should not listen to them. I'm, like... This isn't like political advice. This isn't like any sort of advice other than if somebody says to your face they're willing to lie to you to get support for their party, that is not a good person, bro. It's not a good person. But like just assuming everybody that you disagree with is dumb makes you dumb. If you think you're the smartest person in the room, usually you're not the smartest person in the room. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You should always try to understand every different perspective of a problem before trying to find the solution. That's how to be smart. If you go into like a room and you're like, okay, well, yeah, who did you vote for? They're like, oh, well, I voted for here. And then you're like, oh, well, he's obviously an idiot. And then you can't figure out the solution because you've already assumed this guy's dumb and maybe he'll have a different perspective than you and actually be able to solve the fucking problem. Whoa! Whoa, dude, what the fuck? You are a bigot. That's bigotry. That's assuming things about somebody just because of one thing you found out. It's like people call it bigots when you're fucking hating on people for religion, right? Oh, you're this religion, so you're obviously a bad person, and that's wrong. I believe that's wrong. If you see somebody that are a different religion than you and you think that they're bad because of that, that's bad. If you see somebody because they're a different political party than you and you think they're fucking dumb and bad, that's bad. Just have an open mind, bro. Just have an open mind. Try to understand. Like that's my problem with people like this. It's like, I can understand why you don't like Donald Trump. I fully can understand why people don't like Donald Trump. But to go out here and just assume everything's bad and want to only validate your own opinion makes you an idiot. Because you're only looking for what proves you right instead of what can prove you wrong.
So that was that video. That is all I can take. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not sending their best. Despite it all, it was fun doing a reaction video to people's reaction of me. But that is enough of my yapping. Now I want to hear you yap. Do you think Democrats will learn their lesson? Do you think a pendulum swing is going to happen in 2028? If you like this video, please consider donating to me on Patreon, link down below. Or if you want to give a little one-time donation, there's like a little tip jar somewhere here. It really helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys with a new video soon. Bye!
That was a good video. Really good video. I think there is this huge problem in the U.S. right now where it's like there is a division. There 100% is a division, and it's a problem, dude. But the solution to that problem isn't villainizing one side. There's a problem with understanding, and you can't get to a place of fixing that division by refusing to understand the other side. I don't understand. We called them idiots. We called them stupid. We called them evil. Why didn't they vote for us? This is the comment right here. Look at this. That is exactly what happened. And then you watch this shit. Oh, right here. Destiny calling you a rich white woman and when he's made millions. That's hilarious. Exactly, dude. It's like it's a failure to look inward. It's a failure to understand yourself and what's going on, and just blatantly calling everybody who disagrees with you some sort of monster. And then you understand why they don't agree with you. And it's like they don't even want to have the conversation with you because you're so fucking annoying. You're so insufferable. And why would anybody agree with you? Why would anybody come over to your side if all you're already doing is belittling them? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's like I don't understand how we're in a place where like her videos because I watched those two before, not on stream, but I've watched them before. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, it's common sense. I don't understand why somebody would disagree with this. It's like she says multiple times in both those videos that she's leftist. And it's like everybody wants to hear exactly their same opinion echoed back. And then when it's not, oh, well, you're an idiot. Oh, you're just a bigot. Oh, you probably voted for this or you probably voted for that. And I've always hated that where it's like somebody has like a bad take and they're, oh, you're probably a Kamala voter or you're a Trump voter. It's like, oh, so you're just belittling people you don't agree with? Like, we're just doing that now because why? People have been treating the, like, politics like the console wars, bro. And it's starting to get real fucking petty and real fucking pathetic fast, dude. And just this idea that, oh, everybody's dumb because they voted for a certain group. That's so, like, I can understand why somebody didn't vote for Donald Trump, and I can understand why somebody didn't vote for Kamala Harris. It's not complicated to me. It's like, oh, I don't like Donald Trump because he's a rich guy and I hate rich people. Cool. Understandable. I think his I don't like his rhetoric about immigration. Understandable. It's like, oh, but I don't like how many immigrants are in our country, and I think we have an immigration problem, so I'm not gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Understandable. You know what I mean? It's like I don't understand why you can't just look over and understand the actual argument instead of playing my side's better. It's so stupid. I've always thought it was stupid. It's just, to me, one of the most annoying things in the world. But yeah, that was the shoe on head video. What you guys think? Let me know. But give me a second. I'm gonna get some water and then we'll watch one more video. All right, here we go. Since we just reacted to what some people might call a thing, we're going to react to this. It's You're Kind of Stupid, and it's a picture of Matt Walsh. And I'm excited to see what Diesel Patches has to say about Matt Walsh. This is a short video.
As I'm in the midst of...
Diesel Patches is a commentary channel. He's a commentary channel. He does mainly your fucking commentary stuff. Oh, is this just a video on Sonic? I haven't seen Sonic 3. But I know if it's anything like that. So the Daily Wire has a problem with making movie reviews that are the worst things ever, that are absolutely atrocious. Ben Shapiro made a Batman review that I think it was bad enough that Ben Shapiro should delete his channel forever. I don't care about Ben Shapiro's political takes and how correct they are, but it was so bad that I honestly have never seen anything as bad as Ben Shapiro's Batman review. I think it's atrocious. He should delete his channel. And if Matt Walsh is even half as bad as that, we're going to have some fun here.
So recently, I just saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Into the Sonicverse, and I really liked it. When I was a kid, Shadow just wasn't my favorite Sonic character, but my favorite character of all time. Not to brag or anything, but I've read over 200 DeviantArt Sonic.
God, I want him to fuck so bad. Gay Sonic and Shadow sex. Everyone dreams about it. Don't pretend like you don't. Dude, actually, the Sonic fan base is wildly crazy, though.
Sonic fanfics encrusted my socks every time. I was listening to a couple of Sonic 3 reviews on YouTube, then came across one from a YouTuber named Matt Walsh, a right-leaning political commentator who's boyfriend-girlfriend with Ben Shapiro. I'm always interested to hear someone else's perspective. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at what he has to say.
Later.
This is one of the worst reviews for a movie I've ever seen. Up there with Ralph the Movie Maker's review of The Joker and Doug Walker's The Wall. The only saving grace with Matt's review of Sonic 3 is that those other reviews are much longer, so fortunately, the torture session isn't as egregious this time around. Now, I'm sure a few of you are asking yourselves, why should I care about Matt Walsh's review of Sonic 3? Well, if you're a cinephile like me, I said cinephile, you would
Bro, dude, that's amazing. That's amazing, dude. No, it's a good joke. Good joke. Best of the jokes. So good. He put EDP 445 and Chris from Mr. Beast in a prison cell for having sex with kids where they should be instead of roaming on the streets because they did not go to jail. They did not go to jail. They just totally got away with it. Chris, fucking EDP is still trying to get his cupcake, bro. Any chance he can get. He keeps getting trapped. It's like he purposely is like, just everybody that messages him, he's like, I will meet you right now. You're a 6-year-old girl. I will meet you right fucking now. And then streamers just keep tricking him into meeting them. Bro. Like, I'm not saying, like, he shouldn't have been doing it one time. But the fact that bro's been caught on multiple occasions is like, at what point do you just realize you should probably stop doing this? You should have never done it. You should be in jail or, like, they should blow up your genitals. That should be the crime for going after children. Genital explosion. Same thing with rape. Just genital explosion. I'm a firm believer that those are two atrocious things that you shouldn't do. But for some reason, they're still walking free.
Consider this review to be nothing but disingenuous and an opportunity for Matt to be a contrarian for attention. Either that or his brain is actually that mushy and it must be studied. Alright, let's take a look at Matt's video together.
When a man becomes a father, he's called upon to make sacrifices for his family. And often these will be small sacrifices. Sometimes they'll be larger, though, more significant. And on even rarer occasion, the duties of fatherhood will require him to make the kind of sacrifice that up to that—
I'm sorry, I thought I clicked on a Sonic 3 movie review. No offense, but I don't really give a shit about your perception of fatherhood or manhood.
And this may take many forms. Perhaps he's rushing into a burning building to rescue his child from the fire. Perhaps he has to pull his loved one away from the path of a speeding...
What the fuck are you talking about, Matt Walsh? What the fuck are you... How often is your house catching on fire, bro? Like, what it went... When I was thinking about me becoming a dad, right? I was like, oh, it's gonna be so great. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna see a little kid run up to me and be like, Daddy. And it's gonna be like, melt my heart and shit. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show them what it means to be, like, an adult. I'm gonna fucking teach them fishing, hunting. I'm gonna be the dad they need me to be. I wasn't thinking, like, damn, when my house burns down for the 6th time this week, bro, you know how often I'm gonna have to be running in and saving that bitch from fires? I'm going to be a good dad. I'm only going to show up when there's fires, though. So that's probably why they're catching the house on fire so much. Is because they're like, I want to see Daddy. I want to play with the matches. And then they light the house on fire. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I got to come back with the milk now and put out the fire. Good thing I got this almond milk. I can put out the fire now. That's how they try to put it out in California. But it's like, yeah, finally, bro, I can save everyone. I can save my child. And then I can leave again. Because I don't want to fucking raise a kid. I'm a man. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, Matt Walsh?
Trained because they've been tied to the tracks by bandits or whatever. Or most harrowing of all, he may be compelled by his paternal obligations to go to a movie theater and watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I get you're exaggerating for comedic effect, but this is not the film to do that with. Like, there are objectively good things about this film that put it above other films that would be considered too terrible to even watch. Even if you didn't like Sonic 3, there are far worse movies out there that can be comparable.
Dude, Knock Knock is peak, right? See, he's putting these movies that, like, they might not be the best movies, but you get a good amount of boobs in them, right? So right here, we're going to go back a second.
Even if you didn't like Sonic 3, there are far worse movies.
So the first 365 Days movie is a terrible movie, but there is some great sex scenes in it. Now the sequel, not so good. Not so good. Not very many good sex scenes. But I watched this with my wife one time. Wow. Dude, led to sex. Means it's a good movie. Any movie that you can watch with your wife that leads to fucking then plowing the pussy deep like. I can't really plow it deep like because I have a micro penis. So it's more just me thrusting a bunch. But she seemed to enjoy it. And I'm really good with my tongue sometimes. So, like, that just makes it a good movie.
Movies out there that...
The Host, I watched like 10 minutes of it. It was the most boring fucking thing I'd ever seen. And I turned it off.
Can be comparable.
Knock Knock. Dude, I remember when I got this movie from a Walmart, right? I got it from a Walmart because I saw Keanu Reeves, and I'm like, I haven't seen Keanu Reeves in something in a while. And I'm not going to lie, you see fucking these two chicks, Ana de Armas, which she's already hot. You get to see her naked, and you get to see the other chick naked. And that's a fucking win, bro. What are you talking about? Ana de Armas naked? This is a fucking movie you need to see, bro. And then you can call me a gooner. You can just say, yeah, Jeffrey's just a gooner. You don't like titties? What? And it's like, well, that's sexist. Dude, I'm sorry, but I was watching the movie A Werewolf in London, right? A Werewolf in London. I think I have a review on that. When I used to do movie reviews. And I was watching it with my wife, and there was, like, boobs. And I'm like, nice boobs, dude. Let's go. That's fucking hot, bro. And then she kind of rolled her eyes like she always does when I say shit like that. And then I was like, don't worry. Maybe you'll get to see a little ass or, like, a dick or something. And she looks at me like, okay. And, of course, that movie has ass and dick. And she was like, that's a nice ass. See, both genders do it, bro. And if you bat for the same team, bro, you're gonna, like, if you're a girl, this is like, if you're a lesbian, bro, this is probably a movie you own. And then if you're, like, gay, there's other movies. And you, like, I think you get to see Keanu Reeves, like, shirtless or something. So there's a win. And then, like, if you, like, again, that same analogy works for A Werewolf in London. You get to see all the genitals. All of them. It's just like, that movie does not care. And it's a good movie about werewolves. Definitely would recommend that movie. But Knock Knock, not a great movie, but there's reasons to watch it.
To getting hit by a train.
Now, for the record, I'll say I greatly enjoyed most of the time that I spent with my wife and kids these past 2 weeks. We had a lot of fun together. We played football. We played outside. We shot BB guns. We played card games and board games.
What do you mean the past 2 weeks? Did you, like, not only hang out with your family for 2 weeks at a time? That sounds like an awful life. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about like getting fully into stand-up at one time, and I'd already met my wife, who wasn't my wife at the time, and I thought, what if I do make it in this? What if I fucking put the right joke between the right legs, and then I fucking fuck the industry and I get in big? Then I started thinking about touring, and I started thinking about all this other stuff, and then I started thinking about having a family, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna take me from my fucking family? Gross. Gross. I want to be hanging out with my family. I want to spend time with my fucking family. My family's important to me. I'm sure that he just means like over the past 2 weeks, like what he was doing with his family. But if he like is spending long periods and like not spending time with his family that much, that would suck, dude. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. I'm just saying it would suck. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I think family's the most important thing in the world, dude. Like if you're a parent, you want to be there with your kid. Like you want to spend time with them, and I want to spend time with my kid. So I don't know.
I completely wrecked my whole family in Monopoly 2 nights in a row. Wasn't even close. We took the kids ice skating. I was ice skating. My wife and kids were left.
Oh, again, why the fuck is he telling me all this shit? Like, before my movie review, I'm like, let me just tell you about my entire week that I spent with my family. This is just a quick monologue of my week. So, first, on Monday, I went and got some eggs. They were tasty eggs. I haven't eaten them, but I'm sure they're tasty because all eggs are tasty. And then I threw the ball with my baby. We were throwing the ball. It was some really good, good eye color coordination. Actually, some of the best eye coordination. Some people, I don't say it, but some people say that she's the best at eye coordination in the world. On top of that, I had sex with my wife. We did it missionary. And then we did it in this other position called missionary. And then we tried a really crazy one. It had a lot of sweat and stuff. It was called missionary. So, and on top of that, I ate ice cream. So that was my week. What were we talking about? Oh, I was supposed to do a movie review. Yeah, dude. Terrible.
Dumbstruck by my gracefulness.
That's great and all, but like I said before, I clicked on a video for a review of Sonic 3. Not to sound like a dick, but I don't really give a fuck about your family. Talk about the blue hedgehog.
I mean, this is the kind of movie where Jim Carrey plays 2 characters. One is the evil villain, and the other is the evil villain's evil grandfather in old age makeup. And the 2 break into an impromptu dance routine.
Sounds like the greatest movie of all time. I'm sorry. I haven't seen Sonic. I've seen that clip though. That sounds fucking amazing. Oh, Jim Carrey plays 2 characters in the film. What, do you not like The Nutty Professor? The Nutty Professor is a fire movie. I don't give a fuck what any of you guys say. Nutty Professor, base movie. Dave Chappelle is funny in it. Everything about The Nutty Professor is base, and he plays like 8 fucking people in that movie. It's okay for actors to play multiple parts in a movie. Wow, dude, crazy. And the fact that he had a dance scene with lasers. I saw that shit on Twitter, and some people were like, this movie trash. I'm like, what do you mean? I am now want to watch that movie because of the scene.
That makes no narrative sense, but lasts approximately 87 minutes.
Was it absolutely necessary for the Robotnik duo to break out in a dance sequence to bypass the lasers? No. Does it have to be? Also no. It's just a goofy scene that adds more entertainment value to the film. And there's no reason for anyone to show the level of emotion that you're displaying about your distaste for this scene. I mean, what would you rather watch? 2 goofy characters like Eggman and Gerald simply walking past the lasers? Or have the 2 goofy characters do something fun and zany with the situation? If your main complaint is that the dance sequence is too long, it lasts for 1 minute and 5 seconds. I don't see how that short time frame disrupts the flow of the story or pisses you off as much as it did. You're gonna notice real quick in this review, the complaints about the movie are pretty mediocre. Like if this dance sequence is one of your biggest complaints, there's probably not that much wrong with the film.
It's the kind of movie where those same characters before the dance routine actually look directly into the camera and explain that they're being played by the same actor.
Yeah, I'll admit.
Well, what the fuck is this? Victus? Victus? What the fuck is Victus? And why is she so hot? Is this just trying to bank off of what that one game did? What was that one game? Fuck, dude. There was that game with the fucking, hot chick where she killed all the people. And it was like Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade. Is this trying to bank off that Stellar Blade thing? Because right now, I'm interested. This looks more hack and slashy than Dark Souls, though. Is this like a mobile game? What is this? I'm actually interested, and it's not just because she has nice tits. The combat looks more God of War-y than Dark Souls, and I'm interested. What is this game, dude? What the fuck is this? Is it a mobile? What is it on? What the fuck is it on? Nexon.net. What? Vindixtus. What is Vindixtus? We're looking it up right now. We're on a side quest. Vindixtus. Maybe it'll... Alright, make that his game. Dude, where is it? Steam? Vindictus game. I don't understand what this game is. I'm curious. Is this an actual game or is this like gonna burn my computer down? Okay, what the fuck is it? Source engine. Is it on Steam? Is it Victus on Steam? Boom. Here we go. Okay. Mixed reviews. All reviews. I would have thought that a game around as long as this would have a better cash shop. Here I am ready to hand over money, but of course no, not enough. Okay. The game has now skip content mode where all the fun and struggles of the game were contained. Yeah, still good. What is this game? It was fun 4 years ago. I don't even know what this is. Is it like an MMO or whatever. I've officially lost interest. I've lost interest. It had me interested enough to see what the fuck it was about, but
I wasn't a big fan of that either. I've talked about before how I despise fourth wall jokes, and that one wasn't even clever. Probably the only joke in the movie that annoyed me a little bit.
I'm not going to bother explaining the plot of this film in any detail.
What?
I wasn't tracking it that closely, to be honest. I was mostly fighting to stay awake.
All right, stop. You started this video saying that you would rather be engulfed in flames or hit by a speeding train than watch Sonic 3.
Now, a man in that situation would, of course, much prefer to be engulfed in flames or hit by a speeding train, but that would be the coward's way out.
Again, I know you're exaggerating for laughs, but clearly you despise this movie. And at the same time, you're admitting that you didn't even follow the plot that closely because you kept falling asleep. What the fuck? This is like if someone only watched the Fly episode from Breaking Bad and then said,
I don't get the hype.
Hey, here's a crazy concept. Watching the movie in its entirety before criticizing it. If you have seen the movie in its entirety and still don't like it, fair enough. Your opinion is valid. However, this one is not. How the fuck can you get this pressed about a movie to the point that it supposedly broke you as a father, whatever the fuck that means, and not even be fair enough to watch the whole movie?
So Sonic has to stop the evil hedgehog and his evil cohorts, that's the Jim Carrey dancing duo I mentioned earlier, from blowing up the world with a big laser.
Based. That sounds awesome. That's what Robotnik does, is bad stuff. He's the bad guy in Sonic. It's a fucking kids movie that's like, oh, we're Sonic and stuff. We fucking, what? Why is the Daily Wire out here just trying to take fun away? Why do they want to take fun away? Why is something enjoyable happening and they're like, fucking awful. We hate it because it'll get views.
And, you know, this has been the evil plan of every evil villain in every blockbuster franchise.
That's the point, though. It's Sonic, so it's not supposed to be the most grand thing ever. It's supposed to be Sonic. It's supposed to be fun and kind of cliche in places. It's supposed to be, like, it's a kid's movie. What, you want it to be fucking Oppenheimer? The fuck you talking about, dog? It's a blue hedgehog movie for kids. It has, like, fun Jim Carrey moments. That's like, have you played the Sonic games? They're not the richest in story, at least the ones I played, the fucking side-scroller ones. They're not, like, out here, like, telling brand new, groundbreaking stories. It's usually, like, Robotnik doing bad things, go stop Robotnik, and you're a spinny hedgehog.
Film for the past 3 decades.
Yeah, it's an overused formula, but this movie is adapting a plotline from 2 decades ago, so I don't really see how the movie can be blamed for that.
It's a formula that this movie is not interested in deviating from. This is not the sort of movie that deviates from formulas.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. A film doesn't need to be unique to be intriguing enough to build a connection with its audience. In my opinion, Sonic 3 tells a good story, develops interesting characters, and follows through on its contrasting plot points. That's a recipe for a solid film. Matt Walsh then goes on to say that this film is nothing but a product and nobody actually puts any thought into it, and his reason is that the tone is inconsistent because this movie is both goofy and bleak with its storytelling.
If you're wondering...
Wow, dude, hold on. A movie can have, like, goofy characters and be kind of goofy, but then have actual stakes? What the fuck? No, it has to be only a goofy movie. The Goofy movie is good, by the way. The Goofy movie is actually a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a fucking classic. Go watch the fucking Goofy movie. But a movie can be goofy, can have goofy characters, have, like, kind of silly. It's like a kid's movie, but also have stakes. That's what makes every movie that's good in a kid's movie good, is it has good stakes. What the fuck are you talking about, Matt Walsh?
I, the evil hedgehog, and the two Jim Carreys want to explode the world and murder 8 billion people in a cosmic blast that they will also die in. It's because the older Jim Carrey's granddaughter, I think, was killed, and now he wants to commit murder-suicide because life isn't worth living. This is a movie, like so many kids' movies these days, that schizophrenically darts back and forth from being ironic to painfully self-serious to goofy to earnest, and so on and so on. It doesn't try to smooth over these tonal transitions with good writing or performances.
Dude, 99% of family films have comedy and a serious tone. Most of those movies aim to make the audience laugh and feel emotionally attached. That's not an inconsistent tone, that's just having multiple elements within a movie. These types of films aren't just condensed into one genre. The movie starts to have a tone issue if it doesn't know how to blend those elements together properly. You think because Gerald is too silly to have a serious moment, it ruins the tone? We've seen plenty of goofy villain characters have serious moments, and it still works. A villain doesn't have to be serious all the time to have serious moments. In fact, I would argue that a villain being goofy most of the time and only showing his threatening side in a few scenes makes him seem more threatening, as if the goofiness is just a front or a cover-up. But going back to tone issues, here's an actual one. Thor Ragnarok. This might be one of the biggest offenders of this, with following up the destruction of Asgard, which is an incredibly relevant part of the plot, with a joke from the comic relief saying some shit like,
"Nah, those foundations are gone. Sorry."
And then we get the very sad shot of Asgardians looking at their destroyed world. Yeah, I don't really feel bad, sorry. If during the dance sequence in Sonic 3, Gerald Robotnik, while up in the air spinning, just randomly says, "I'm planning to blow up the world for taking away the only thing I cared about," along with a record scratch sound effect, then you'd have a point. But the tone itself flows fine. Matt ends the review-
Dude, it's like basic, this is basic fucking shit. I don't understand how the Daily Wire guys decide, they just wake up, they're like, I'm gonna make the shittiest fucking movie review of all time. I think the Daily Wire's like, I know how to get people to like us. We will just say stupid shit. It's like IGN, bro. The Daily Wire is the movie version of IGN, dude. They don't know how to make a fucking... They're like, it was a 7. I hated everything about it, but it was a 7. It's fucking trash, dude. Wake the fuck up. Dude's probably gets home and just nobody wants to talk to him because they're like, do you want to watch a movie? And he's like, fucking garbage. It's woke garbage. It's terrible. They're like, what are you talking about, dude? It's literally a National Geographic is the most fucking... It's all ran by leftists. It's the worst. Dude, fuck you, bro. I haven't even seen Sonic 3, and I already know that this is just dumb. This is just dumb. It's like, oh, because fucking Steve Carell's character in Despicable Me is goofy sometimes, the movie can't have, like, serious tones. Like, I'm trying to, like, even, like, movies like The Black Cauldron had silly characters in it. And it would have silly bounces back. And that movie's dark as fuck for a kid's movie. And it still has goofiness in it to counteract it at times. It's like, there can be moments of back and forth like this. It's been a thing in movies forever. Like, and if he's like, oh, it's just movies of today. Look at some of the serious movies from back at one time. Sometimes it was like, you watch the old Superman movies, which are considered good. Fucking movies were wildly goofy. Wildly goofy, but then they'd have serious moments. It's like, it's just finding shit to bitch about and bitching about it.
By saying children movies are not just made for children, which is true, but he uses Sonic 3 as an example for a family movie that offers nothing of value, which I strongly disagree with. I think the message that the pain of losing a loved one never goes away is pretty mature for a kid's film. I mean, that's a harsh but realistic perspective on the issue. Anyways, this review is shit and deserves a spanking. Matt brings up very few examples to say why Sonic 3 is bad, which I'm not surprised about because he admitted he wasn't even paying attention in the first place, and I'm sorry, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 broke him so much he started to question himself as a father.
Yeah, dude, the whole thing seemed like, okay, he got bored in the movie. This is exactly what went through fucking Matt Walsh's stupid-ass head. He's like, I got bored in the movie, so it's not a good movie. And instead of actually talking about why he didn't enjoy the movie and, like, actually paying attention to this movie that he didn't like so he'd actually have points to take it down, he was like, I'm gonna make a long speech about being a dad and saving my kid from a burning building, which is ironic, bro. Do you not get it? It's ironic, dude. It's ironic humor. It's like, dude, maybe you should just, like, not have so much flammable shit in your house, and that would solve all the problems, dude. All the problems be solved. Your house didn't burn down all the time. Maybe just spend time with your kids and stop telling me what you did grocery shopping and just talk about the movie you fucking decided to talk about. Like, I have a video that I fully know a lot of people don't like with my movie reviews, and it's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre sucks, and I give reasons why I don't like the movie. I tell you exactly why I don't like the movie and why it doesn't hold up in today's thing. Now, I go on my little tangents and shit, but I firmly believe the 70s Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is bad. It's not good. It might have been good when it came out, I guess, but I'm sorry, if you want to listen to 40 minutes of a chick just screaming, and now you're like, oh, every horror movie has a lot of screaming. No, this bitch is just like consistently screaming for like 40 minutes. It gave me and my wife both a headache watching that fucking movie. It's not good. It's like funny at times. And I know it's trying to, like, it's some of the parts are made to be funny, but like, that movie sucks. I'm getting on a tangent. That movie sucks. But I gave reasons why I don't like it. I didn't just say I didn't really pay attention to the movie. Like that's dumb, dude. That's fucking dumb. Why do the Daily Wire guys keep doing this? Maybe it's Brett Cooper would have been like, listen, this is bad. Don't put it out. Like, I'm just, as a friend, I would not do this. I would just not do it. And then they're like, we're cutting your pay. And then she left. Yeah, this is garbage. They should, Matt Walsh, you should delete your channel. I don't know. I actually heard that his movie, Am I Racist, was funny. Basically, if you want to see a good fucking review of almost any movie, watch Jeremy Jahns. Jeremy Jahns is the fucking GOAT. I think that's what everybody should do. Don't go to the Daily Wire for your movie reviews ever. Like, why would you do that? Why would you want to go to the guy who doesn't understand that women's pussies can get wet to get your Batman breakdowns? Don't go to the guy who looks like the fucking, like, dude looks like he sits at the dinner table and tells you how much smarter he is than you while condescending to you the whole time. Don't go to him for your Sonic reviews. That's just not a good idea. You should go to like a movie guy. Like, you should look up a channel that does movies and then get your review from them. Or somebody who actually does shit with entertainment. Not somebody who spends their whole time talking about politics, because they obviously don't know how to have fun. Anybody who spends their whole life talking only about politics doesn't know how to have fun in life. And they're not going to enjoy the fun little movies that aren't supposed to be the most in-depth, that are just meant to be fun movies. They're going to think it's fucking stupid. This is why I don't watch critic reviews, because I don't think they have a life either and they're angry. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. Matt Walsh shouldn't do movie reviews ever again. I agree with Diesel Patches. And love ya, dude.